Yo, what's good, fellas? How we doing today? How does this light look? It's a little bright. It's a little bright, not gonna lie. NGL. NGL gonna lie, fam. Samurai Rush with the 10 gifties? Yo, arigato, what's good? What's good? Weekend stream? Yeah, I didn't stream yesterday, so. And I can't even stream for that long today either. Because I have to go with my mom to pick up my brother from the airport. So undrake's on that. But you feel what I'm saying? But what's good, y'all? Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Yo, Eli, thank you for gifting a sub to Malfix. That is how you say your real name. Death Drake tier 1, 30 months. NGL gonna lie. NGL gonna lie. Kind of peggers. I'm eating Christmas dinner right now because my dad works tomorrow and this shit is hitting. What you got to eat? You're going to drive to the air? Well, I'm not driving anywhere. My mom will be the one driving. But since we have to go all the way to Boston, my mom doesn't want to drive alone, so I have to tag along. She wants to leave so fucking early, but I'm trying to get her to be like, yo, Gangalanche, we should leave at like 9. Can we talk about how short Tory is? Can we just not talk about Tory? Pack watch. The lighting looks hella warm. Yeah. Pick a number between 1 or 2. 2. Chicken, stuffing, green beans, rice, and banana pudding. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I just didn't feel like having my lights on. You know what I mean? Like, suck my dick. Yo, Gamer Grim, thank you for the tier 1 for 28 months, Gango. I appreciate you. How's my day been? It just started not that long ago. I woke up kind of late. But I did make a cup of that coffee that Vega recommended me. This is the Maxim coffee. It's like a coffee mix. It has like everything in there, like the creamer and all that type shit, or sweet. I don't even know. So I think it's cooled down a little bit now. I can try it. See if this shit is hitting or not. You feel what I'm saying, baby girl? Baby boy, you stay on my mind. Baby boy, you are so damn fine. Oh, maybe I could change around my background light low key. Let's see. I can make that shit bright as here, boy. Maybe I'll throw a color on there. Ooh, hold on. The bisexual lighting goes nutty here. Yo, it might be bisexual lighting hours. I'm not gonna lie. Or maybe I could go red. Nah, it's bisexual lighting hours. I'm not even gonna cap with you, gang. It's bisexual lighting for the boy. I'm not gonna lie. I see the Sonic ornament. Yeah. I forgot that I was recording that. I mean, I wouldn't call it a serious video, but I forgot like I was recording with this dumbass thing on the mic when I was making that video. What's good, Diamond? That's my bestie. Yo, Becoming Kang, thank you for the 39 months. What's good, Fazo? How you doing, my brother? I just have a random Sonic, like, and if you don't know like why the fuck he's there, it's gonna be mad weird champ to you. Omega, time for our Christmas present? Yeah, I'm here. Fuck. The fuck? Baby girl, you are so damn fine. Baby girl, I wanna make you mine. Let me try 2 hours of white screen. Actually, 2 hours not gonna be enough, low key. See, then I feel like this shit looks too not poggers. Let me throw on a fire, because right now I'm being lit strictly by my TV. Let me find a fireplace. Is this? Ooh, chat.
Contributing to the Keeping Lean Bean Spoiled Fund.
Yes, keep lean being spoiled. I agree with that assessment. Thank you so much for the 14 months, Diamond. I appreciate that. Arigato. Did anyone in chat watch Glass Onion? Nah, they're waiting for my movie night, right, chat? Michele with 5 gifted? Oh my gosh. Gosh. Stream schedule slowly coming back. Yeah, about that. Yo, Dr. Datingo, is that 3 gifted? What is that? No, it just showed his thing 3 times. 4 times, even. That's weird. Is he hacking the system? Yo, chat. Couple things, bro. I've been kind of wanting to play Mario again. I've been kind of wanting to get to play Melee again. I'm kind of in my bag, low key. I want to see our reactions to that movie. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna not only like the thing is, I want to do a Knives Out movie night where we watch Knives Out and The Squeakquel. And we got to finish Allison. I was going to finish it last night, but it looks like it was a little too short notice for people, like so people couldn't really show up like that, unfortunately. But yeah. Yo, low-key, I might keep a white light on my other monitor because I kind of like the way this shit's lighting me right now. Melee ass, but Mario Drake. Why are you hating? I'm trying to see Mario Yahoo into PBs. Bro, I promise I'm not him. Chat, do you notice anything different about me? Are we content braining or gaming today? I'm chilling today. You're right, chat. I trimmed my pubes. Nah, I do got a new headphone on. Peep that, boy. Peep that, boy. The Sonic thing is not new. You're just new. Gangalanch. Yo, peep. Feel what I'm saying? My phone said -5 today. My ass went right back to bed. Real shit. Today's stream will be Omega getting... I'm not playing Mario today. Yeah, these are the Focal Clear. The original, not the MG. The original, not the MG. You know, this headphone is pretty poggers, I'm not gonna lie. I also have... I also have another headphone that'll be coming in, but I don't think that one is coming until next year, low key. Like, legit. I got, you know what headphone that is? Bro, nobody knows what headphone this is. Took my dog outside to use the bathroom, checked the phone, -20. How cold actually is it? I need a pair of over-the-ears, but I'm about to just settle for the Apple ones. As far as, like, Bluetooth headphones are concerned, I actually really like the Apple ones.
What the dog doing?
Game of Thrones, how niggas die every season.
Damn. Yo, Balvin, thank you for the 47 months, my gangalanch. I appreciate you. How you doing? It is 16 degrees right now, and it is going to drop to 8 degrees. Which I find personally to be fucking insane. And next year, so in a week, well, yeah, it'll be coming in like 2 to 3 weeks probably. It's 2 degrees where I live. Where the fuck do y'all live at, bro? That's tough. Baby boy, you stay on my mind. I feel like I wasn't looking bright, bro. That ass. That Arctic wind goes crazy. That's tough, homie. It's -1 over here. That's really wild, bro. Y'all be easy. Baby boy, you stay on my mind. I just did a job, if you know what I mean. So I swear to God, if you play Mario, I'll do 100. No, I don't. What do you mean you just did a job? I don't know what that means. Well, and regardless, I don't feel like playing Mario anyway, so.
What the dog doing?
LMAO, what the fuck? What is this? Hans Zimmer has made an original soundtrack for Mr. Beast's next YouTube video. There is no way Mr. Beast is that rich. I mean, of course, there's a way. Yo, that's crazy. So, anyways, y'all hear about Tory Lanez? You know what was crazy, bro? I had to see people be like, wow, so like y'all celebrating a black man going to prison? He shot an innocent woman in the, you know what I mean? Like, he shot a woman that really wasn't doing nothing. So, yeah. You know, like, yeah. Like, they're trying, like, because they're trying to conflate this issue with, like, the issue of, you know, men being wrongfully incarcerated, well, black men in particular being wrongfully incarcerated for things that aren't that serious or things that they, you know, that they shouldn't be arrested for or whatever the fuck. And it's like, I feel like shooting an innocent woman who was literally like running, like walking away. I feel like that's, you know, that's not the same as like all the other instances that you guys are acting like it is. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, it's that nigga's pack wash. And you know what the wildest thing about this is? You know what the craziest thing about this is? Is that Meg wasn't even gonna say nothing about this until Tory started being a dumbass. Like, legit, Tory only has himself to blame. Jesus Christ. See, okay, so can somebody explain to me, like, the Rock Nation meme? Because, like, I'm just simply not getting it. So, like, so I know, like one lady, like, turned to the fucking cameras or whatever and was like, and tell Jay-Z, I said, fuck you, report that. And then I think, like, his dad screamed Rock Nation. So, like, why do they think Rock Nation was, like, involved in this at all? And the thing is, like, you want to talk about, like, you know, people having connections or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think I saw a single male celebrity back Megan Thee Stallion that whole time. They deadass are pushing that because Rock Nation freedom from 1501, they paid off the trial. That's crazy. The best friend who was in the situation is also married to a 1501 director. You know what's crazy? Oh, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. Shit, I forgot what I was going to say. God damn it. No, I forgot. I completely forgot. It was about the Meg situation, too. Drake looking goofy with that line in his album now. It'd be like that, bro. You know what's crazy? If Tory would have got off, everybody would have been like, oh, well, he was proven innocent. He was proven innocent. He didn't do shit. He was proven innocent. But because he was proven guilty, it's like, oh, the system has failed him. It's all this conspiracy. Oh my God, like the American court system is ass. You know what I mean? Like, the fact of the matter is this. They have texts from minutes after the incident saying Tory shot Meg. They had like, what, 2 to 3 people saying Tory shot Meg. Meg clearly like medically proven was shot. If you want me to be honest, I didn't think this. I knew this. I knew Tory shot Meg. Like, that was never a question. I truthfully did not expect him to be convicted guilty. And I was preparing for that day on Twitter because I knew it was about to get annoying as hell, because I truly did not think he would be found guilty. How there wasn't any video footage is crazy. Well, yeah, generally people don't record themselves when they're shooting a woman in the feet. So, I mean, I don't know who else would have recorded anything. It looked like it happened pretty quickly. I was trying to tell people she's the only loser in this situation. If she was, yeah, like the thing is, like people are always gonna like talk shit on Meg now, because like I think what's gonna happen is I think people are gonna look at Meg as if she's guilty for putting Tory behind bars. When it's like, no, Tory was guilty for putting himself behind bars when he shot Megan Thee Stallion for no fucking reason whatsoever. That was that's what happened. And you know what's crazy too? I've been seeing a lot of people saying like, oh wow, so you can just like be arrested with no evidence. What's that about? Bro, the thing about the evidence is that again, the text messages, I think there were like some phone calls Tory made while he was in prison. Eyewitnesses saying they saw Tory with a gun. Like pretty much everything except his DNA being on the gun itself, like was proven. So it's like, what more do you want here? I hope these motherfuckers don't try to come at Meg, be like, oh, motherfucking, motherfucking, oh, snitch this, snitch that, or whatever. Boy, if you don't, maybe I can. Like, the thing is, like, I legit didn't know niggas was riding for Tory like that. Like, am I, like, not tapped in? Or, like when the fuck did niggas start dick riding Tory Lanez? Like, where the fuck did that come from? Like, because in my head, like, like, the only time I heard of people talking about Tory was when he made, like, a remix of, like, somebody else's song or whatever. And, like, yo, Tory hopped on, fucking buy you a drink or whatever. That's the only time I ever heard of Tory. He dropped his album in response, and people deadass were blocking her and reporting her music. SMH, bro. Mm-mm-mm. I don't even think it's that they hate Meg specifically that much. Here's what I think. I don't think anybody really truly cared about supporting Tory Lanez. I think they supported like him only in that situation. You know what I mean? Like a man up against a woman, a way to make a woman look bad, a way to say, oh, bitches lie, bitches do this, bitches do that, or whatever the fuck. Like, I think that's really what it comes down to. Like, I think like nobody really gave a fuck about Tory Lanez. They just like took any excuse to shit on a woman. Like that's genuinely what I think. I don't think anybody like actually really supported Tory Lanez in this situation. They just wanted to be misogynist. And with the outcome here, they'll find more ways. Because the thing is that you had a lot of the Tory defenders be like, oh, wait till the trial's over, wait till the trial's over. Well, now the trial is over. And now it's, oh, Rock Nation did this, Rock Nation did that. Oh, they paid off the trial. Oh, this is, you know, blah, 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 whatever, you know? Mm-mm-mm. I'm liking this cam and lighting. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's I didn't feel like having my lights on, so I'm just out here chilling. This setup looks cozy. Oh, thank you. If y'all ever need a good laugh, watch the Hassan debated Fresh and Fit about the Tory situation. Can somebody link that? I want to watch that. What's good, Jay? Oh, chat. I might be back home really late after picking up my brother from the airport, but if y'all are down, I would like to finish Alice in Borderland tonight. It's over 2 hours. Well, I can skim. I think I would end up being back at around like 1 a.m. or something like that.
That people always.
So yeah, it'd be pretty late. I just realized you're streaming on the weekend. Well, yeah, because I haven't been streaming a lot recently.
Bring up, yo, okay, believe women, especially black women, and I agree with that. We believe women and black women.
It doesn't
right?
seem like you agree with that much, at least right now. Come on.
Oh, no, I do. Okay, but here's the thing.
Nah, this nigga act a liar. This nigga act a liar.
So if I'm believing Meg Thee Stallion, she first told me, I stepped on glass. I believe you. You stepped on glass.
I hate that argument. Like when she's explained it so many times. Like this was like literally, I forgot like which event it was, but it was, one of the many events where police officers killed an innocent black person. Of course she didn't want to get the police involved. She literally didn't even want to tell people about the shooting shit until Tory started coming out his mouth.
Then she says, no, I didn't.
One of your mods banned me from the chat.
Wait, no, did they?
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty funny.
I know you hate this guy, but yo, could we bring my man Myron in? He's been following this case with me the whole time, and he's been very in tune with all the.
Sure, if you wanna bring him in, we can have that conversation with him as well.
Wait, when was this, chat?
I don't know how to add people, brother. Hold on.
Oh, this was literally today.
Okay.
Or yesterday.
I get a group thingy. How does this work?
What's good, Richie? Oh, chat, by the way, we got the winner for the Fullmetal chain. W's. Richie, if you want, you can announce it on the Twitter. We got the winner for the Fullmetal chain that me and Richie did a giveaway on. I wear that anytime I'm not wearing like a hoodie to where you guys can actually see my chain. I'm always wearing the Fullmetal chain.
I thought we were having a normal conversation.
No, because we're going over facts and also narrative.
Now you're bringing the Fed involved? God damn, dude.
Yo, Hassan, I ain't gonna lie.
Is he not? Is he not a Fed? I thought he was, but
Hassan, you know you virtue signaling crazy. Yo, I'm with you on.
Oh, come on. That's an exit ramp for you. To say virtue signaling. It's just like, oh, you care about women so much. You're virtue signaling. Like, no, I'm just looking at the situation. Like, someone got shot. They said someone got shot. They said this person shot me. I'm like, okay, it seems like that could be true.
This would be a crazy conversation, right? Hold on.
What's going on?
Hello? I thought I went deaf.
Hello?
Anyway, okay. Yo, here's the point I'm trying to say. You hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay. Here's the point I'm trying to say, brother. No, it would be different if I was sitting here like fucking punching in the air. Like, I'm not accepting the fucking verdict. I am. It's accepted. All I'm trying to say to
you keep saying I'm also virtue signaling. I'm in the wrong, all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
you're throwing these things in the air to say, well, why didn't you know that he was guilty from the get-go? And I'm like,
No. Oh, no. We're not letting you get away with that. Because it wasn't that. It wasn't like you were saying, oh, let's wait until the trial plays out. No, you were harassing Meg, calling Meg a liar, saying Tory was innocent. Shut the fuck up. You made your stance clear. So did a lot of other people. Rap TV, fucking No Jumper, Shade Room, all you niggas, all bums, all bozo ass motherfuckers.
No, I said when someone is shot, regardless of whether they're a man or a woman, okay, and they survive the shooting and they turn around and say, this person shot me, I'm not immediately going to be like, I don't know. I feel like they're lying. Like, what the fuck? She got bullet fragments in her feet.
Hey, hold on. I didn't say she didn't get shot. I don't know by who.
Okay, I understand. But you're
Oh
you're
my
not
gosh.
hearing me. I'm saying she got shot and she said, this person shot me. Okay,
and then she said, I did not see him. My back was turned.
No, she also said she did see him. She literally turned her neck around in her testimony enough to be able to see who was shooting at her.
Okay, all right.
She also said the dance bitch line too.
Nobody, even her best friend, never even heard that.
Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Anthony Fantano, he gets at least 2 N-bombs. Can we agree? At least 2 N-bombs for 2023. What are we thinking? I've been following the whole Tory Lanez case. Something's not adding up. I got a weird feeling about this whole case and trial and verdict. The testimonies don't align at all. I'm telling you, something is up with this. Are you kidding me? Remember that time you broke his glass table by sitting on it? Yo, what the fuck? You know what's crazy, bro? Why are so many niggas like conspiracy theorists, dog? Like, do you guys, like, every single thing under the sun is like, oh, it's some conspiracy or whatever the fuck? Bro, sometimes, like what is more likely? That the government teamed up with Megan Thee Stallion to take down Tory fucking Lanez. Like, who the fuck is Tory fucking Lanez, nigga? Do you think it's more likely that they teamed up to take down Tory Lanez than Tory Lanez just shooting Meg? Which one seems more likely? Like, just think, nigga, think.
Fine.
Okay, but it doesn't matter because her best friend also, literally, the more important part of this conversation is her best friend also originally in the actual testimony, the 911 calls, in every single circumstance, said that it was Tory Lanez who shot Megan Thee Stallion. Tory Lanez also apologized to every single person involved. Now, he's Canadian, so maybe that's the reason why he apologized. Canadians love apologizing.
W's.
But ultimately, it does seem a little suspicious when everyone is saying that everyone involved originally in the immediate aftermath is saying
I got to shit.
this person shot
I'm not
this
actually
person.
shitting. I'll be right back in like
okay?
2 minutes.
All right, okay. So as it relates to that, let me ask you this question.
So why do you think Kelsey said Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion and then pled the fifth this time around a year later?
Okay, so why do you think that listen, she said that when she wasn't under oath. Why do you think when she was under oath, she said, I never saw Tory shoot anyone or saw Tory with the gun? You're using when she's not under oath. I'm using when she could actually be charged with perjury. So who got the upper hand here?
Oh my God.
So you're saying she lied to you're suspecting that she lied originally to the not the prosecutors, but the investigators.
Well, it was actually the prosecutors because they only did that interview that we're talking about was done in September, directly to the problem.
So you can't do that though. That's still you still can't lie to the prosecutors in that regard.
Hey, you guys made me feel uncomfortable.
Like that's still illegal.
She was hinting towards, hey, I was under duress.
Okay, but she also said Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion. So you're like, you're.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? People thought that Meg's friend shot Megan Thee Stallion, and then within 35 seconds decided, oh, I'm gonna pin this on Tory, and started texting people saying Tory shot Meg. You know what I mean? Like that is what they think happened.
Grabbing on to her hinting at things while simultaneously completely writing off all the shit that she did say.
So you're telling me that you are going to take the interview.
You're telling me that you're gonna take the word of a woman? I don't know why I thought that's what he was gonna say.
You over the phone, right? Way more serious than her testimony under oath in person in court.
Also, she never said she doesn't know. I'm pretty sure she said that she's pleading the fifth and that she didn't want to answer.
No. She pled the fifth anytime it was a conversation about how did you guys, was there a fight before the shots were fired? And she said what I believe the driver was going to say. Hey, I never saw Tory with a gun. This is what she said. Definitely, 100%. I never saw Tory with a gun, and I never seen him fire the shot.
Wait.
And then at first she said, I was unsure that he was shot, but later I realized she was shot.
I'm not gonna lie. The only L thing for Meg in this whole situation is that we found out she got some L bodies in her catalog. But so does everybody. I think everybody got a few bodies in their catalog that they wish were not in their catalog.
Okay, this is precisely the reason why I asked you what your speculation is, because like I need to understand like what you thought happened, because I gave you what I think happened, right? Like there was a scuffle, there was an altercation, right? And then like Tory Lanez popped off, has a short fuse, didn't actually intend to fucking shoot Megan Thee Stallion, accidentally did, you know, little guy, big gun for him at least, you know, hard to fucking control. And he's drunk. So then what is your take? Like, do you think there's a third shooter? Are we talking like JFK, Grassy Knoll situation? Like, what the fuck happened then? Was it Kelsey who shot Megan Thee Stallion? Hey,
this is why I went into the whole thing by saying, are we here to find out? I said, we won't find out who actually did it, right? We're only going to find out.
Okay, but come on. You are making a lot of inferences. Like, don't escape that.
I'll tell you my narrative. My narrative is this. Okay. They're at this party with Kylie. At the party, I believe that, you know, Meg, who was messing around with Tory behind her best friend's back, because the first person, and by the way, it does matter. I'm not trying to slut shame her, but it does matter who was having sex with who.
Why does that matter? Like, why does that matter?
Tory was having sex earlier in the year with Kelsey. She catches COVID. She goes back home. He starts messing around with Meg. Kelsey comes back into the picture, and at one of the most and first public events they're at together, they're at Kylie's house. Okay? They were drinking before Tory gets there. Tory gets there. He's trying to game up Kylie. Meg feels a little bit type of way because, number one, that's disrespectful. I invited you somewhere, and now
we
you're
are.
trying to.
By the way, we're still not at the events that took place. Okay, but you're building backstory. Fine. You're saying it's not like victim blaming or slut shaming. It's just it's important.
You have to build it, because if you think that somebody, if I diss you as a streamer, would you shoot me, brother? If I say you're the worst streamer on the platform, would you shoot me?
No, of course not. But I'm not Tory Lanez. You know what I mean?
Oh, Tory's just like this degenerate guy who's not.
I mean,
like,
I think that he is not necessarily degenerate, but he definitely does have a, like I said, short fuse, very insecure.
Nice.
Short fuse, drunk, has a gun around. That's what happens. This happens all the fucking time to less famous people. And
okay,
it's not,
no, hold on. Short fuse and shooting a woman is like, come on, bro.
Okay, but that's what happened. Like, you can say it's not realistic all you want, but that is what happened.
Are we gonna act like there's no levels of separation, dog?
I mean, I know, but like then we come to the other side of the altercation where you are easily believing, without any evidence whatsoever, not a single person has said that this is the case. Okay, you believe that Kelsey has a short enough fuse to fucking shoot Megan Thee Stallion.
Bodied.
But Tory Lanez doesn't. So that's why I'm like a little confused about where you are trying to go with this conversation. Unless there was a third shooter with a sniper rifle, okay? It's either Kelsey who shot Megan or Tory who shot Megan.
Let me get there then. You see, in your story, hey,
I want to marry this man. Back off, slut. Hassan is mine.
Music. Boom, 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 boom.
I hope Lena's still not here.
Boom, boom. I say complete cap. I'm getting to it. I'm gonna speed up the story. So there's a bunch of jealousy going on. The women are arguing.
Get in line, Unc.
Which also is in line with what pretty much.
He was about to shoot a YouTuber for a diss track.
Or this shit's not gonna end, my nigga. Or this shit's not gonna end. Apologize, bro. Apologize, bro. Oh, you know what's going on. Apologize, my nigga. Apologize, nigga.
Yo, getting pressed by, like, hold on. This dude got so stressed over Dax? Hold up. This dude got pressed over Dax?
I got you, bro. Apologize, nigga. I got you, man. Say sorry, nigga. My bad for the Say sorry, G. Nigga. Sorry, G. All right, bet. I got you, G.
No way. Not only did he have to jump, I'm sorry, if I'm Dax, like, you're gonna have to kill me, bro. Like, you just gonna have to kill me.
Or this shit's not gonna end, my nigga. Or this shit's not gonna end. Apologize.
So let's see. Tory Lanez pulled up on Dax, jumped Dax. Tory Lanez shot Meg. But what he do during the Drake beef? Interesting.
Meg even said on that Gayle King interview, all three of them are arguing. Kylie kicks them out. You have all three women argue.
It looks like if he views somebody as like bigger than them, or like he's pretty much only punching down. He's only going after people that he views as like less than him.
You have two women and Tory arguing, okay? And then I gotta use Sean Kelly's testimony. The car pulls over and Meg hops out.
I mean, he can only punch down. Damn, that's a good one.
And starts to assault Kelsey. Sean Kelly said it. She was kicking her for several.
Sean Kelly, who was sleeping at this point, right?
Okay, listen. We're just gonna throw out his testimony because he doesn't agree?
I mean,
he has...
no, but I would be a little, I would be a little questioning it a little bit, right? Like a little bit of skepticism is necessary here because, like, why the fuck was he up watching the street randomly? In the
How short is Tory? 5'3".
He woke up the gunshots. That's such a massive inconsistency, and common sense probably favors one side.
I'm pretty sure Uber got hyped over Tory.
He did wake up the gunshots, which was his original testimony.
Y'all remember when Tory Lanez stood up and got shorter?
You're like pigeonholing on him. There was an altercation. Even if you didn't believe
that's
that
crazy.
Saw it, okay. So are you gonna then say that
I need to No. Oh my God. How do I find this? Tory Lanez stand. Here we go. It's got to be this.
And we pulling up in matching cars because we hate the walk. All some niggas talking, but we hate the let's get it. Let's go. I don't want to rap no more.
Yo.
And we pulling up in matching cars because we hate the walk.
Yo, that's embarrassing, dog. And by the way, if you just take a look, Sway also stood up and grew like twice the height. Damn, that's crazy. Like, hearing him like rap like that, saying he's hardcore and shit, and then that like underneath the desk his feet are just swinging like this. All right, let me stop before this nigga shoot me too.
The hair missing, the pendant, the ring or the nail broken from Kelsey was not due to any type of assault?
No, I do think Kelsey got assaulted. I think Tory Lanez and Kelsey had a scuffle afterwards. That was the other piece of the evidence.
She said it didn't happen.
Tory is not even a good enough artist to be dick riding this hard. Like, yeah. Like, Tory's just like, I never got the Tory Lanez hype at all. So I never even understood what people saw in this dude's music.
You're saying Kelsey said Tory Lanez never put hands on Kelsey. Is that what you said?
Yes. And by the way, if she has said that, any respectable district attorney, if you were told by a woman that Tory, before going into a complete like like school shooter age, beat the brakes off you, they would have charged him for an additional count of assault. He's not charged for that.
Where do you wait? Hold on. Well, I mean, the case was, the case was about Tory Lanez using a gun on Megan Thee Stallion. I get what you're saying. Where do you think that came from? Where do you think that suggestion came from then?
What do you mean?
Like, where did the Tory Lanez and Kelsey fighting, like, what do you think happened there?
Meg Thee Stallion says she's seen a bump. And then in the opening statements, which supposedly I guess Kelsey was supposed to attest to, when Tory let off the shots and was approaching Meg, Kelsey intercepted, and then supposedly Tory, he beat down Kelsey on his way to Meg, which Kelsey said that never happened.
So why do you think Tory Lanez? So why did Tory Lanez apologize to Kelsey then?
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you why?
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to hear your perspective on that.
This is only a theory. Clearly.
No, I mean, look, I want to hear your theories.
We're talking now.
Yeah, let's hear the theories.
I would believe, if you've been fucking both of the girls, and then you started to try to fuck another girl, or you were trying to kick game to another girl in front of both of them, they're starting to fight because of it. The fight is escalating, and apparently you throw it in both of their faces that you're having sex with them. Yes, they throw you under the bus and say, hey, you're a shit musician, blah, blah, blah. But if you didn't make it a scene among these two friends that now they're fighting themselves and even trying to fight you, that seems like...
So he thinks that Tory antagonizes them first by trying to get with another woman at the party, and then in the car says, well, that's why I'm fucking both y'all. And he thinks that would make the two girls start fighting each other rather than jumping Tory? Or like, because what he's arguing right now is that Meg beat the shit out of Kelsey. I think that's what he's arguing right now.
He seems like a good guy. He seems like a really good guy. He just, had both of these women's best interests at heart. That's why he apologized.
Character. I'm just saying, as a man,
I mean, it's crazy because like one person shot Megan Thee Stallion, right? Like, so he's apologizing to the person who shot Megan Thee Stallion because that's fucking wild. If he's
damn, I didn't even think Hassan's got such a big, massive, thick, throbbing, veiny brain.
Both apologizing to Megan Thee Stallion and also apologizing to the woman who shot Megan Thee Stallion, being like, I'm so sorry that, like, things got out of hand and you shot Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm sorry.
If that's believable to you, then I don't know what to tell you. Like,
real shit.
Because it does seem like him apologizing to all parties involved, including the fucking bodyguard that wasn't there, kind of makes it seem like he might have been responsible. Because, like, if
saying that I'm apologizing for what may have escalated the situation for this to happen, it doesn't necessarily mean to me that he's apologizing for shooting. Unless you're just drastically different.
Because the original testimony from Kelsey, ex-friend Kelsey Harris, absolutely said Tory Lanez fired a gun at Megan. That's what she told the police back in September. And on top of that, she said she was hesitant to give details now, right? Even though the interview was played in its entirety. There was also, I believe, hold on. Kelsey says she started hearing gunshots. After the second or third shot, she turned around and says she saw Tory on the front seat firing the gun forward over the open right front door in Megan's direction. Kelsey was outside the vehicle, but behind Tory, and could only see Meg from the chest up. She ran towards Megan in defense mode and saw her bleeding. This is her testimony. And Tory was still sitting in the front seat, apparently in shock. She claims Tory walked toward them, and that's when Kelsey and Tory started fighting. This is Kelsey's testimony. She describes it as Tory assaulting her and adds that she did not see the gun at that point. Once they all got back in the SUV, Kelsey says she texted Megan's security, 911, Tory shot Meg.
That's an interview. That's not a testimony. That's an interview.
Yeah, but like that is literally, that is profoundly important. That's her account that literally played a significant role in launching a criminal investigation.
But hold on. Again, are we arguing what we think happened, or we're arguing what should be proven in court? If someone says I lied, like, okay, you can play the statement all you want, but I lied. I'm telling you the truth now. Is that person credible? Yes or no?
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Okay, you're going off what Kelsey said in September, but she literally showed up and said, I lied. I lied. She's saying, I lied then, and I'm under oath now, and I lied. So I told you, I'm telling you I lied then. What's up? Are you going to say, okay, we're going to just ignore the fact you're telling us you're lying?
I don't think, she never said she lied, by the way. I mean,
she did lie. She said she lied on her testimony.
She lied.
Where
who the fuck is
she lied
this?
on her testimony? She just said she can't remember, which is inconsistent for sure, because it was very clear when she was offering evidence to launch this criminal investigation. But
it's fresh.
I don't think she ever said I lied. She just said I can't recall.
Yo, Myron's here. We just joined in. Are you guys talking about Meg the Stallion right now? Or are you guys talking about Kelsey in particular? We literally just joined.
We're talking about Kelsey's statement. He's using the one from September. I'm using the fact that she got on the stand and said, "Fuck that. I did not tell the truth."
Wait, she never. Wait, no. You can't embellish in this circumstance, because this is pretty important. She never got on the stand and said, I fucking lied. That's crazy.
Yes, she did. She got on. These are the facts. These are the facts. This is what happened.
No. Before you say these are the facts, I want you to actually show me the facts, and not Milagro Grams, who has been proven time and time again that she was,
okay. Mo Gagnat, who was there in person, who watched it, who is a lawyer himself, he literally said she took the stand. First thing she did was take the Fifth Amendment. You cannot take the Fifth Amendment unless you might be criminally culpable for a crime. Then they said, listen, we'll give you immunity if you testify.
Wait, what? No, you can still you can plead the Fifth regardless. Like, you can just refuse to testify.
Hassan, I hate to say this to you, bro, but I used to investigate criminal activity.
I know you're a Fed. I know. I've seen it. I've seen you talking about it.
So I'm telling you, you cannot take the Fifth Amendment, okay, unless you're criminally culpable. That is why Gunna is not protected if they call him to testify. No,
you can definitely say I plead the Fifth. It doesn't matter if you're like criminally culpable or not. You can still refuse to testify, even if it's
a judge will overrule it.
You're compelled to testify, right? If you don't have a Fifth Amendment privilege.
No, it's literally, it's a right. You can just say that you are pleading the Fifth, regardless of whether it's because you're incriminating yourself or not.
This is so entertaining. I'm not gonna lie, chat.
If you might incriminate yourself, you cannot take the Fifth in any other circumstance. You are compelled to testify.
No, you can still. No, you definitely still can in any circumstance plead the Fifth. It doesn't matter what the truth is.
What? So you can just randomly just plead the Fifth?
No, you can plead the Fifth, even if you. That doesn't immediately mean that you are self-incriminating. If that was the case, then that could be used as additional evidence, like you guys are trying to do right now. But that's not the case. I know that, like, in colloquial, in like the in normie speak, we always assume when you plead the Fifth, oh, that means they're guilty, like they're incriminating themselves. That's what we say, but that's not the case. You can plead the Fifth even if you are not actually incriminating yourself. That's kind of the point of being able to plead the Fifth and not having it be used against you as evidence.
Yo, this is so comical.
Let's use your logic then, Hassan. If that was the case, why did her lawyer fight tooth and nail to get her immunity?
Ooh.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'll read from this is the 14th of December. So this is Tory Lanez and Megan trial day 3. Kelsey takes a stand. She admits to lying to prosecutors about everything she told them.
No, you're reading No Jumper right now, who literally, by your accounts, got DJ Academics. They they jumped the gun and literally posted about the verdict coming in before the verdict had actually come in. You can't just use their one-sided assessment of the events that took place. You originally went to Megan Cuniff. I'm watching your stream right now. You couldn't find the actual thing that you wanted out of her, so you went to find the No Jumper tweet. If you give me Megan Cuniff's actual court reporting.
Damn. I know Hassan's ass claps when he walk, bro. My fault.
Then we can have a conversation.
I got it.
It's like you citing yourself. Come on.
Hassan, you're missing the point here that Kelsey, right, changed her story. She went in and did an interview with actually the prosecutors, not even law enforcement, which is another big red flag. But she went ahead and did an interview.
What's the red flag? I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
The red flag is she did an interview with the prosecutors with no law enforcement there, which is a huge red flag because prosecutors are not supposed to be direct witnesses in witness testimony when you're doing a criminal investigation. There's supposed to be an investigator there. And the reason why there wasn't an investigator there is because the lead detective, Stogner, right?
Wait,
he has
no, you can definitely have prosecutors directly question witnesses. Wait, what?
No, you need an investigator there. They can't be the only witnesses because they're the ones prosecuting the case. It's a conflict of interest. You need a sworn law enforcement officer there conducting.
Most of the prosecutors are literally law enforcement officers, pretty much functionally. So I don't know, like you're making it seem like they're operating on different teams here.
Yes, they do work together. However, you need an agent, a detective, some type of police presence there to do.
See, the thing is, I don't know, so I can't really say shit. I legit don't know if that's true or not.
And to do the interviews, bro.
Wait, can I just address something really quickly? I love chat being like, no black voices. Hassan didn't want a black voice in that circumstance. Bro, no jumper. Adam 22's operation. We're calling that a black voices now? Really? Halo Boom? Is that what you're saying in the chat? Dumbass. Shut the fuck up.
Damn. Especially no jumper. Somebody who like directly, a white man who directly profits off of like broadcasting and giving a platform to a lot of black people's struggles. That's kind of crazy.
Rapper.
The point I'm trying to make is there's
wanna
problems.
Be meme rapper, motherfucker. Okay, sorry, go on.
There's problems with Kelsey's situation because
Adam, no jumper needs to get shut down, bro. Fuck Adam 22. Fuck Rap TV. Fuck the Shade Room. All them niggas, bro.
Number one, she was interviewed by.
We only cocking with Pop Crave around here. Fucking Pop Crave is crazy.
Only there wasn't an investigator there, which is a problem in itself. And then second, she switched her story up. She said, "Hey, Tory did X, Y, Z, and made him criminally culpable." And then when she came in to testify, she immediately took the fifth.
Is the Shade Room run by what? I mean, I don't know, but they're just a horrible publication in general.
And then her defense attorney said, "We need immunity." They tried to get immunity where she'd be covered all the way, but they were only able to get use immunity because obviously to get transactional immunity, which would be her protected all the way, that is very difficult to get. You would need a DA signature to get that. And obviously they're in the middle of a trial. They don't have time to go back to the DA saying, "Yo, we need the signature." So we're like, listen.
I just read Axe chat and they said that Hassan gave that Boom guy strays. No, he literally called him out by name, called him a dumbass, and shot him directly, almost like he was Tory Lanez. Like, there was no strays there. He was the target. They sound like this chat for real, though.
Use immunity, we're on the record. We're not going to prosecute her. That's when she felt comfortable to go ahead and testify after that, pretty much. So if she wasn't culpable, why would she fight so hard? Why would her defense attorney fight so hard to get her use immunity, bro?
Yeah, I don't know.
Only take the fifth, right? You can ask any attorney this. Any defense attorney will tell you this. You can only take the fifth when you might be giving testimony that might incriminate yourself. But if you're not necessarily giving testimony that's going to incriminate yourself and other people, then you're compelled to testify. That is why Gunna cannot assert the Fifth Amendment privilege if they call him to testify in the YSL trial. Young Thug goes to trial, they're going to call Gunna on, and he cannot claim Fifth Amendment. He will have to testify. That is a part of his plea deal.
Okay, so that sounds like he can't plead the Fifth as a part of his plea deal, rather than that being the case for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he can't plead the Fifth because that's what he literally agreed to. So, like, it kind of makes no fucking sense.
So, I can't speak on why she wanted to, why she no longer wanted to offer her testimony. Okay. She did get granted immunity, I'm pretty sure. Not the full-blown immunity if she was like to go up on that stand and be like, I actually fucking I actually shot someone. I was the one who shot Megan Thee Stallion, then all of a sudden your case falls apart. Of course, a prosecutor's not going to fucking do that because someone could very easily fall out of favor with the victim, like Kelsey and Megan did, and then turn around and be like, you know what? Actually, I'm the one who shot it, but guess what? You guys gave me the fucking immunity. You know what I mean? Like that's ridiculous.
She could have went on the stand and said that though, because they gave her use immunity, which means her testimony that was given in that circumstance could not be used against her. However, that does not mean that law enforcement.
And yet she still didn't offer inconsistencies. She could have very easily said, "I am here to tell my truth. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened, and I was wrong originally." She didn't even say that.
Yeah, because she knew before she was lying.
Okay, so if that's the case and she got her immunity, then why didn't she just say on the stand, "I did that shit"? That's not what happened. You know what I mean?
She got immunity. But you just explained that she got immunity from the original lie that she had told. If you're claiming that she originally lied.
Yes, she originally lied, and she didn't want to give testimony. Because
so you're admitting that she would not have been liable under perjury in that regard because she had gotten immunity to offer her true testimony in that circumstance.
No, what I'm saying is that she could have been found. There's a bunch of things that they could have hit her with. There's a bunch of charges she could have got hit with.
Like what?
Which is why,
shooting Megan Thee Stallion.
You don't trust no jumper. I got my man. I think he writes L.A. Times. James Quealy. This is Kelsey on the stand. Our interview that they were trying to refresh her memory many times with. She says our interview was not 100% truthful.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that make you feel good, brother? He said, I'm not telling the truth. He said, whatever you're citing, I did not tell the truth. She basically said it and referred to it and kept almost looking at her lawyer to say, hey, if I answer this, am I getting fucked up legally? And they did many sidebars. That's just the reality of it. Yeah,
her interview not being 100% truthful, especially when there's additional circumstances involved in there, like whether or not I'm not familiar if she got asked the question about the $1 million that like Tory Lanez offered them or something like that. But there are plenty of additional instances in that interview. You are the one who's inferring the parts that you believe is not truthful.
That's true. That is true.
From that interview. And she still absolutely ended up getting. Just read the rest of that. What's the rest of the quote?
We're not trusting no jumper, but we definitely trust the L.A. Times.
Yeah, of course.
Parts of that interview were not 100% truthful. She never said which parts were not 100% truthful. Also, her saying that, that was not 100% truthful does not mean that entire interview is now a lie.
I trust the LA Times, and I trust court reporters, and you yourself admitted that no jumper got. So if no jumper got and fucking literally...
Okay, forget no jumper. Harris says she struggled with postpartum depression and a recent death in the family, and her mind isn't here right now. She also denied Lanez offered her hush money, which Megan alleged he did to the tune of $1 million.
Yeah, the exact quote from her, by the way, wasn't an immediate denial. She literally said it wasn't exactly the way that was presented. I know what I'm talking about because I know what quote that was. The reason why we're bringing this up, by the way, is because she has postpartum depression now. She has a recent death in the family now. If anything, her evidence or her additional information that she's going to offer currently now and not back then is going to be less conclusive.
Put your dick in their mouth, Hassan.
What about this one? Critically, she wouldn't confirm she
God
with the gun, which she said in the recorded interview, or that Lanez threatened to shoot her. She won't confirm it in court. She wouldn't.
That doesn't. Wait, what do you mean? That doesn't mean anything. She already had.
Hold on. You keep referencing.
Yes, she literally said yes because we know. You and I both know. You and I both know. She went on the stand and said, "I can't recall anything. I can't recall anything. I have postpartum. I'm depressed. I can't recall anything." Is basically what she said, and then she pled the fifth. That doesn't mean that she fucking absolutely lied. That's the reason why they played the whole interview.
In a court of law, if any type of witness or victim can't recall their statements and can't even affirm to it, right? Keep in mind,
Okay.
she's now under oath. She already acted weird with the, hey, I needed like immunity of this and third. She can't co-sign the majority of what she said in a goddamn interview, right? You think that the jury should be like, okay, let's just believe her. Really?
If that were true, then Tory wouldn't have been found guilty. So, like, that's kind of like a moot point. Because, like, the thing is, if what they're saying is true, that, oh, you can't do this in the court of law, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that, then we wouldn't have gotten the verdict we got.
Come on, brother.
Well, first of all, the jury did believe her, ultimately.
Real shit. Real shit, though. Facts.
The jury believed Megan Thee Stallion, who also is a witness in this circumstance. The jury also believed what she said originally, which is important to address in this circumstance. And the jury, of course, did not take into consideration that she pled the fifth, especially because she had the opportunity, given an immunity, to go back and correct the record and refuse to do so, while simultaneously admitting that currently, right now, in this very moment, was not likely to give a clear-cut version of the events, considering her postpartum depression and a recent death in the family. That's what I'm stating. That's the reason why the jury deliberated in the way that it did.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, but you're missing the point here, Hassan. See, here's the thing. Tory gets that Fifth Amendment privilege to not testify and not being used against him. Kelsey does not. Kelsey's a witness in the case. She's not the one on trial.
Okay, but yeah, I know, but you can still say some dumb shit, or potentially think that you're incriminating yourself, or ultimately say you have the right to plead the fifth, regardless. You have the right to plead the fifth, regardless of whether or not you're actually incriminating yourself or not. You just have that right. That is a right that you have.
You're just rambling, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, Tory gets the privilege of them not being able to judge him for taking the fifth. Kelsey does not, because the Tory is the one that is accused. Okay? That is the reason why. So when Kelsey doesn't get that same Fifth Amendment privilege to that level as Tory, because he's the one that's actually being charged in a criminal case in a criminal court of law in the United States. So Kelsey doesn't get that, which is why she was like, I need immunity if I'm going to talk. Because she is compelled to testify. That is why she asked for immunity in the first place.
Look,
go ahead.
You said that you have to be guilty to plead the fifth. That is not the case.
You don't have to be guilty. You have to be essentially liable, right, from a criminal standpoint to invoke the Fifth Amendment.
Yes, an innocent witness may validly claim the Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination. If you are an innocent witness, you can still plead the fifth. That is precisely the reason why we look at pleading the fifth as a right that people have, and not as an indication that that person is somehow criminally liable, which is what you guys are doing right now. Okay? That the entire concept behind pleading the fifth would be null and void if we automatically assume that person is fucking guilty every time they pled the fifth.
No. Pleading the fifth isn't an implication of guilt. However,
you are making.
But why do they keep back walking on that type shit? Because like that's literally that's literally the energy they came with in the beginning.
As though it is.
No. Well, I mean, one could take it as that, but if you have zero conflict with what's being asked of you when you're either subpoenaed and you're on the stand, you got to answer. You can't just magically say I plead the fifth and then say the judge says to you or you and your attorney, hey, okay, let's figure out why you're pleading the fifth, and you're like, no, just because I want to. They're not going to just be like, okay, you got it.
Here, I'll tell you the Supreme Court decision that the justices made on this regard, because like people do plead the fifth sometimes when they're innocent, or they might be afraid, okay, of one reason or the other. It's normal. The criminal justice system is fucking ruthless, right? In the 2001 Supreme Court case, the justices noted that the right against self-incrimination provided by the Fifth Amendment in Ohio versus Reiner, the court case that I was telling you about earlier, okay, that the Fifth Amendment protects the innocent as well as the guilty. The court added that a witness may have a reasonable fear of prosecution and yet be innocent of any wrongdoing. The ruling noted that innocent people might be ensnared by ambiguous circumstances. So right to plead the fifth in this circumstance was given to her and was protected by the Supreme Court specifically for situations exactly like the one that she was entangled in, where she could have very easily been fearful. She could have very easily been fearful that she might be.
So and fearful of prosecution. Now, granted, okay,
she committed crimes.
Wait, no, but you're still doing that. But remember, you're still doing that. You're still claiming that she is guilty because she pled the fifth.
If you're saying,
but you are a Fed, so I'm not surprised that you think that. But anyway.
Damn. Me personally, yeah. Damn.
Anyway, let's go on. Let's move on.
Wait, you're saying she's fearful of prosecution, right? You're literally alluding to the fact that maybe
Could you imagine what would happen if Tory was found innocent? Like how the roles would be reversed truing?
Something that she did or could say would be in some realm of maybe being able to either the DA could pick up a charge on, right? We're not saying
it doesn't even matter though. It doesn't matter because what matters is what she felt in that moment. If she feels,
I'm so glad we live in the universe where Tory is guilty, because there's another universe out there where he gets off scot-free from this shit, and the world is a much worse place for it.
Like, she could be ensnared for any reason whatsoever. She has the constitutional right to be able to plead the fifth in that regard. That's it. And that's what she did. She exercised it.
Hassan, do you not see that she was the prosecution's star witness and that is problematic?
Problematic. I mean, I do feel like the star witness was probably the person who survived getting shot, but she was a witness. Yes, she was one of the big witnesses in that regard.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That's Meg. Meg is obviously the victim, so that's going to be a witness in itself. But I'm talking about the prosecution star witness from an unbiased standpoint, according to them. That's Kelsey, and
it would have been the only person to have allegedly.
When you get shot, you are a little biased. That's true. But, you would probably be biased against the person who shot you. In this case, if you claim that it is Kelsey, then she should probably be biased towards her, right?
What? No, what I'm saying is that the prosecution in opening statements used Kelsey and said, Kelsey's going to come in here and weave together all our evidence. They were relying heavily upon what? A jail call, a text message, okay? And then also Kelsey's testimony. That's what they were weighing heavily on. And then for everything to make sense and come together, they need.
Yeah, that's literally what I said. There is no part of me that doubts Tory Lanez shot Meg. Like I was just like 100% confident that Tory did that shit. I had like zero faith he'd get prosecuted for it though.
Needed Kelsey's testimony. So when she gets on the stand and takes the Fifth Amendment as the prosecution's main witness, mind you, that is problematic.
Well, she, like I said, originally did allow this entire thing to come together with her testimony. The text messages are also pretty damning too, like saying 911, Tory shot her, Tory shot Megan. Why do you think she texted that? And then also gave corroborating evidence to that, and we're hyper focusing on like her pleading the fifth, which is her constitutional right to do so for any reason. You know what I mean? Like she could just do that, which she did. She exercised that, but we just refuse to think about why she texted that. We don't think about why Tory apologized to every party involved. We're not looking at any of those instances, and only hyper focusing on instances that you can draw reasonable doubt out of, like you're working for the defense team.
You're making the inference that the apology is for the shooting, while you're definitely absolving the reason why she would say I'm not taking a stand, period, unless as soon as she got on the stand, she said I'm pleading the fifth. It's not that she was asked anything as soon as she got there. But so you want to make the inference that the apology from Tory, which was innocuous, honestly, didn't say what he's apologizing for. Say, I'm sorry.
Come on. I mean, come on. Like, you think Tory, who was so savage or ruthless to bring up to these women to their face that he was fucking both of them in that car, you think after that whole night he would text them and say, oh, I'm sorry for that? No, he fucking wouldn't. He doesn't care about that. He would obviously be apologizing for the fact that, one, he shot Megan Thee Stallion, and two, he assaulted Kelsey. That's what he's apologizing for. What else would he have apologized for throughout that night? Oh, sorry, I tried to get with a girl at Kylie's party. Sorry, I was fucking both of you guys. He's not apologizing for that. That's a badge of honor to him. Get the fuck out of here.
That's all he said. But you're saying that's for the shoot.
What do you think? So wait, you think he's apologizing because like an altercation happened where like Kelsey shot Megan, right? That's what you were claiming. Like you think that's a normal thing to apologize for?
Hassan,
the person who was adding the gas to the whole situation for the shooting.
Because like, look, if I was involved in a situation, a love triangle is
like me personally, if let's say for example, I'm part of a situation where I got two women on me type shit. I tell these women, that results in them fighting and then one woman shooting the other woman. Me personally, I'm not sending text messages to both of these women. Hey, sorry for that. I'm not going to say, hey, sorry I got you shot. And I'm not going to go to the fucking person who shot the other woman and be like, hey, man, sorry I made you shoot the other girl. What, like, think, nigga, think. Use that fucking smooth, no wrinkled brain and think for a second.
Right? And the girl that was with me shot the other girl. I would not text like, I'm sorry to everyone involved. I'd be like, that was crazy. Remember when that bitch shot you? That was wild, right? Like, that's what I would text. I think that's what normal humans would text in that situation.
Hassan, you're operating on 2020 hindsight. You got to remember, these are women. They're emotional. They're drunk. It's
This nigga just brought misogyny into it. Like, that's like, fucking, he altered. Okay, that is the male podcaster's alt, just misogyny. You know how, like, they say women's alting is like crying? The podcaster's alt is just misogyny. Okay, but have you considered they're women? Right? That's fucking crazy, bro.
Trying to go ahead and get with Kylie Jenner.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Tory Lanez was very emotional. I think like
you can say that. You can say that. That's fine. But my point is,
he was drunk too and emotional.
And
when he shot Megan.
That's so true. Talking about emotional, but I don't recall either of those women shooting the other.
See? Right? He exposes Meg Thee Stallion for having sex with men that she had originally hooked up with Kelsey. So that is how the argument ensued. So we don't know definitively if he was apologizing for shooting or for putting out Megan's.
I know, but don't you think that that's like a much bigger thing that you would mention? You'd be like, that was crazy when Kelsey shot you, right? Because only one person said
that would be foolish to do that.
Shot another person.
I mean, he's not going to sit there and be like, yo, that was crazy that Kelsey shot you. No, he's going to say, yo, if he apologizes.
Really? You wouldn't. So you're in a situation, you're in a love triangle. You get a lot of women, right? I feel like, or you must. You talk about it all the time. You're in a love triangle. It happens all the time. One of the girls shoots the other girl. You're going to be like, I'm sorry. That's how it happened. You wouldn't be like, how fucking insane was that this crazy bitch shot you?
Conversations that he had.
Women, am I right? That's probably what you would say, right? Women, emotional.
Conversations he had. He's in custody and he's been recorded over the jail phone.
So why do you think? No, but why do you think Kelsey texted 911? Tory shot Meg.
So now you're moving off the argument.
No. I'm asking you. I legitimately want to know, why do you think Kelsey originally texted that?
If you concede this point, because you're saying what the text from him should be, I'm telling you why it's not like that.
No, but tell me that. Just, I want to know what you mean. Why do you think Kelsey texted 911, Tory shot Meg?
Hold on. So by us moving to this, and I'm going to answer it, I'm feeling like you're conceding that other point. Because what you're saying would be idiotic if you know you're calling off of a jail phone to say, hey, isn't it crazy when you got shot by so-and-so? You might as well give a fucking statement.
Oh, that's I've never seen this screenshot. Oh, that's crazy.
Okay, if you're
And
just
I'm-
saying that because
Okay, so you think Tory was protecting Kelsey? That's what you're saying,
He's a
right?
rapper, bro. He's a rapper. He cannot snitch. That is career suicide. Of course, he's not going to go ahead and incriminate someone else. He's a rapper, bro.
Answer the other one, because I have an answer for the other one.
He can't do that.
Yo,
Oh,
but
okay,
like-
that's why. Okay, got it.
So here's
That's
the thing.
not. Every rapper that gets caught cooperating with the police or snitching or doing anything that might put someone else in jail, their career is ruined. So
I mean,
of course
I don't know.
he's-
I don't know if their career is ruined. They can still go on DJ Academics' broadcast like Tekashi does all the fucking time.
Damn! 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 I'm sure No Jumper would love to have all the snitches on there too. And you know what? Vlad got a couch for all you niggas to sit on while we talking about it.
You know what I mean?
Are we gonna stick to the facts here, or are we gonna try to make side jokes?
Hassan is like a troll. You know, he's like no enough troll.
Like, yo, this guy isn't qualified to talk about the culture or anything like that, bro. Dude, your facts, bro, are non-existent, bro.
Like you're
what you trying to
deflecting
argue?
crazy. You're just deflecting.
I'm not. I asked you a simple question, and nobody
Damn, Hassan really ran it down mid lane and is 1v3ing right now.
was able to answer this question. It's a
I
super
answered it.
simple question. It's so direct. Why did
I miss when MOBAs were popular, dude. Like, I wish I could just stream some Smite right now. Anybody want to hop on Smite? Anybody want to run it down mid?
Kelsey text 911 Tory shot Megan? If that's not the case, it's 3v1 now. By the way, holy fuck!
I'll answer that question, but I'm going to just assume that because you diverted, you basically like you bowed out of that other
I mean,
point.
you can assume whatever you want to, but just
Okay,
give me the
no,
answer.
no,
I just
I'll
want to
answer
know.
that question.
I'm like genuinely interested in your perspective.
Now I'll answer that question, but I really could just ask a question to answer, but I'll just answer myself. If I was the best friend of someone who just got in a drunken fight and I unfortunately shot at my best friend, okay, she got hurt. If I'm the closest person to her team, you think I'm going to text her team, hey, I shot Meg?
But she texted and said, why would she say Tory shot Meg though? Why would she say that? That's what we're trying to figure out.
Come on now. Would you text that?
So in that situation, you think a text message is necessary, right? Like you're saying that the text message is necessary. She's belligerent enough to fucking grab a gun, shoot Megan Thee Stallion, but then also somehow has it all together. I guess like the adrenaline kicked in and all of a sudden she just like remembered the consequences of her actions and decided to very cleverly and devilishly text this ruse, even though Tory Lanez on Instagram comments has also said that Kelsey had not shot Megan Thee Stallion. And it like, so clearly like no one has said Kelsey shot Meg Thee Stallion. That has never even been brought up except for the blogosphere.
Are we going to hold what Tory said on Instagram, which we don't even know if that's him controlling his page? We're going to hold him liable for that, but we can't hold Meg liable for saying out of her own mouth a different story.
Well, I mean, it was used.
What story? Because the thing is, the only thing that Meg said that was not true was when she initially said she stepped on glass. But then very quickly she came out with the truth. And has she really she's not changed up her story. So what do you mean Meg said 5 different stories? I'm curious as to what these 5 different stories are.
It was used.
Also, me personally, I feel yeah, if you have a social media manager or something like that, yeah, the social media manager is definitely going to hop into the comment section of your Instagram page and confirm that Kelsey did not shoot Megan Thee Stallion. That's 100% what a social media guy would do.
When LAPD detective Warren Eberhard took the stand to testify that Tory Lanez's verified IG account once commented on a theory that Kelsey was the shooter, saying that's not true.
AJ, thank you for the 19 months, my brother. I appreciate you. Welcome back. And Jen as well with the tier 1 for 37 months. Appreciate you.
Perfect. I'm glad you said that. Now,
she said she didn't have a relationship with Tory. Okay, who cares? Her story regarding that shooting has never changed. Who cares if she had sex with Tory Lanez? How does that change the story at all? It doesn't change what happened that night whatsoever. Yo, Bankai, thank you for the 31 months.
Incident happened 2 years ago. They asked that same detective, when did you see that message? Did you check the IP address of where it came from? Because you could have an Instagram account and somebody could access it from Zimbabwe. Somebody could access it from Costa Rica.
So Ack is currently arguing that somebody hacked Tory Lanez Instagram account, and the only thing they did with a hacked account with millions of followers was reply to a random comment and confirm that Kelsey did not shoot Meg. Like, they will believe the most outlandish shit of all time rather. Have you guys ever heard of Occam's razor? Usually, the simplest answer is usually the correct one. Okay? What makes more sense? Somebody from Zimbabwe hacked Tory Lanez to respond to this random comment, or Tory made that comment himself? What makes more sense?
You think a hacking happened? That's why Tory or you think Tory?
Ack is trying to say Tory's manager could have said that on his page. Why? Why would Tory's manager do that? Knowing how this could have been a very big legal battle, which it did end up being, why would Tory's manager have done that? In fact, I would imagine most managers would have probably told him to not reply to that comment at all. Yeah, and if anything, that would make Tory look more guilty. So why the fuck would Tory's manager do that?
Tory Lanez's interns are fighting against Tory Lanez, is what you're saying.
Mid-trial, when Mo went live, Tory Lanez's Instagram joined the live. You think Tory's in court joining live?
I don't. But do you think someone with access to Tory's... Why is someone with access to Tory Lanez's Instagram account defending defending Kelsey?
Here's my point. I'm not saying you can't use that as some type of proof, but number one, you saw it a week ago before trial when you had 2 years to see it, right? Number two, you made no fucking effort to try to at least go out of your way to prove that he's the actual one that posted it.
Well, to be fair, I don't think they needed that because ultimately it wasn't Kelsey that was on trial. It was Tory Lanez on trial because, again, going back to the main thing, the 5 points that the prosecution laid out was pretty open and shut. Oftentimes, cops not very good at their jobs.
Okay, so here's the problem with this. Okay, here's the problem with this comment. No one ever said that fight that night was between Kelsey and Meg. No one ever said that. No witnesses said that. Meg didn't say that. Kelsey didn't say that. No one ever said that. So this is why everybody is pissed at the internet bloggers and like the random accounts on Twitter, is because they've been tweeting this shit and none of it is true. None of it has any substance. You know what I mean? So I can't blame you for thinking that because you've probably seen that all over Twitter and Instagram, but no one ever said that.
I can't talk about feds. I don't know how Myron was, but clearly he wasn't that good because now he's doing a fucking PUA podcast. However, okay,
correct me if I'm wrong, and I might be wrong, but the witness did not say that Meg and Kelsey were in a physical altercation, were like actually like fighting on some shit, right? Like, oh. What the fuck did I just... My fault. The witness that came through also... So it's funny that you would bring that up because the witness that came through also said that they saw Tory with the gun. So, like, if you're willing to take what that witness said, right? Like, and say, oh, well, you know, they were fighting or whatever. Okay, the witness said that they saw Tory with the gun too. So, even if Kelsey and Meg were actually fighting, right? Even if they were fighting, they did have an altercation. He also said that Tory shot Meg, and I'm sorry, is that not what this trial is about right now? Is that not what we're here in this in this courtroom talking about right now. So doesn't matter. Tory still shot Meg.
However, this is one of the instances where it literally does seem like they had a lot of evidence, right? Like, I mean, holy shit, they had the witness who survived.
Politician more than you. Brother, you gotta run for office. Like the way you're able to duck out
What
of
do you
shit.
mean? There's five points of evidence that are so conclusive.
You move to another one, and then when we try to get you there, you flip to this.
Bro, your counter was someone from Zimbabwe might have fucking controlled his account. The reason why they didn't even have to fucking find this is because they already had 5 points of evidence that was so damning in a situation where it was Tory Lanez versus Megan Thee Stallion.
You're being stupid. You cover all type of shit, even if you're covering like the search warrants that was like executed in Mar-a-Lago. Come on, you know if you're gonna use someone's social media writings and presence, nigga, at least motherfucking execute a warrant. Instagram is gonna show you exactly where it came from. They took a screenshot from the shade room. Is that what you want the fucking government to be putting people in jail for?
Well, to be fair, this screenshot did not put Tory Lanez in jail. Like, first and foremost.
Again, it's the reason why they didn't conduct that level of investigation on that regard was because, again, there was no like Kelsey is the actual shooter theory. There was no evidence that Kelsey was the actual shooter. One of the most damning pieces of evidence was also Kelsey's own fucking text message saying 911 Tory shot Meg.
If the police haven't done their due diligence and done their fucking job, you want us to consider some shit off Instagram? At least fucking run a warrant, okay? At least get the information in a right format that the jury could have some validation to the shit you're presenting. You're presenting shit like a blog. Unfortunately, academics has no like, I have no, there's no like fucking, you have to
academics, you understand, they didn't need to do that because it was,
present it in court.
Okay. Either of them could have shot Meg. I'm sorry. This is just a stupid line of thinking. And the main reason why is because when you take all the circumstances around this situation, like theoretically, could either of them have shot Meg? Sure, theoretically. But with all the let me not say evidence, with all the facts surrounding that situation, the chances are that it is extremely more likely that it was Tory that did this. Somebody who has a history of violence, who has a history of taking it that far, somebody who would actually do some shit like that. And furthermore, let's go ahead and take Meg into this situation. Why would Meg say Tory shot her and not Kelsey? You have to understand, you have to think, if Meg, let's say Meg turned around, saw Kelsey shooting her and not Tory, you think Meg would be like, oh, damn, I'm going to pin this shit on Tory for no fucking reason? Why? Also, why would Kelsey make that text message? Why would Kelsey be like, damn, Tory just shot Meg? You really think that they had a heated altercation? According to you, this is what you guys think. They had a heated altercation. They were violently fighting one another. Kelsey grabs a firearm and shoots at Meg, and then instantly takes out her phone and sends text messages saying 911, Tory shot Meg. You think that is plausible? That's what you think happened. That makes no sense. And regardless if that's what you believe, regardless if that's what you think, with all the evidence brought up in court, with all the testimonies, all the witnesses, whatever, the jury did not believe that. The jury did not buy that. And truth of the matter is, none of us here were in that courtroom to see exactly how things were said, how things were shown, or anything like that. None of us were there. All that matters is the jury found Tory guilty. And with all the bullshit surrounding this case, truthfully speaking, getting a guilty conviction seems very difficult. And they still got a guilty conviction. So this must mean that you think you know more than the people that were at that courtroom that day. And you don't. The only thing that we have to go on is what people reported from the courtroom. The actual verified people that were reporting what was going on, which there were, many Twitter accounts doing that as well. And then, of course, you have the internet bloggers like No Jumper, like DJ Academics, that are spreading a bunch of this like conspiracy bullshit to confuse I'm not mad at the people in the chat that are confused about this or like saying, oh, well, what about this? What about that? Because there's a lot of like misinformation spreading there, regardless of what misinformation you've heard, or I've heard even. I'm sure I've heard some misinformation as well. Regardless, whatever was shown in that courtroom was enough to convince that courtroom that Tory is guilty. And getting a guilty conviction is extremely fucking difficult.
Yeah, but they didn't. But you know that they didn't need to do that. You know what I mean? Like they didn't need.
So my opinion is that before this whole thing went down, if I were to place a bet, it would have been Tory 100%. I think he did shoot Meg. Personally, that's just what I think. And now you can also think that he didn't shoot Meg. Whatever. I would have bet my money that he was found innocent because of how hard it is to get a guilty conviction. Like save from like having the shit on video footage recorded in 4K. Like it's just unheard of for that.
You understand why I'm saying they didn't need to, right?
But you're actually relying on it to make your point. So if they didn't need to do it, why are you relying on it to make your point?
Well, I'm bringing it up because I think that it's already there's already enough evidence, as I've shown time and time again, as to why I feel the way I do about the situation. I'm not even getting emotional about this. But it seems like you are a little bit.
Here's the thing. Let me take this, bro. Let me take this. Hassan,
he did the Woody from Kingdom Hearts. Let me take this, Ack.
I like the bottom
attacks, which is fantastic. But you know what? Let's go over each piece of evidence and actually talk about each piece of evidence with facts versus you making jokes ad hominem attacks. Number one, the jail call. He never actually admits to shooting at Meg. He's just profusely apologizing. The text message. Kelsey says, oh, Tory shot Meg. When they tried to bring in the witness to actually receive the text message so they can get some context, he didn't want to come in and testify. I wonder why. Also, the text messages between Meg and Tory, we don't necessarily know if he was apologizing for outing Meg Thee Stallion and her promiscuity in the past along with her friend, or if he was apologizing for Kelsey and Meg fist fighting because him.
Do you think Tory would apologize for something like that? Who would apologize for that?
Starting that conversation initiated the fist fight or her getting shot.
The only thing that you could bring up here is like in a court of law, you could argue, right? Oh, well, that doesn't necessarily mean that, right? And then at that point, it's up to the jury. And guess what? The jury did make their decision with that information. Right now, I think what the argument is like providing all of these things and then say, okay, now what do you think as a person, right? And again, if it was just one of these circumstances, you might be able to write it off as like, yeah, you can't really know, right? Like if the only circumstance we had was like maybe the text message or whatever, you might be able to argue, okay, well, we can't really know, right? But it's the text message, it's the phone call, it's that Instagram post, it's what Meg said, it's what Kelsey said, it's what witnesses have said. It's everything that compounds onto one another.
Know what he was apologizing for.
Yeah, but you're making an inference. You are the one who's making an inference off of that, though.
I'm inference off of what exactly?
Like you are using that, like that in and of itself, apologies in and of itself, depending on which state you're in, are not admissible as evidence in court because of the things that you just mentioned, right? Like. From what I understand, I don't think they're admissible as evidence in court. I'm not using that as like evidence. I'm telling you that in and of itself, when we're having a conversation between normal human beings, is kind of odd. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because it's a weird thing to say when there's a much larger
video's almost done.
situation at play, right? What I mean by that is this. If someone is shot in your vicinity, oftentimes you would probably talk about that rather than apologize for like your own personal actions that
also, this is also very true, right? If one of my homies got shot, okay, I would, and let's say, for example, like I caused that. Like, let's say, for example, me and my homies is out at a bar or some shit, right? We going crazy doing whatever the fuck, right? And then this nigga step on my shoes. I'm like, yo, what the, like, you little bitch ass nigga, like, what the, you know, whatever. We get into a fight. That person I get into a fight with takes out a gun and shoots my homie on some shit. I would profusely apologize to my homie because I got him shot. I'd be like, bro, I'm so sorry that, like, I acted way too crazy. I was drunk, whatever. Like, I didn't mean to get you shot. Like, you know what? I would be apologizing for that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, however, does that make sense? And of course, you can always say like, oh, well, that's what you would do, or you don't know what you would do in that situation. And sure, you know, that's a valid like counter argument or some shit, you know, especially like if you were to, of course, bring it up in the court of law, you know what I mean? But again, they did, you know, bring this stuff up in the court of law, and the court of law found the nigga guilty. So
are completely unrelated to that situation.
And then I also, or maybe if it was a random person, you would never do this anyways. But regardless, I would also never text the shooter and be like, hey, sorry. You know what I mean? That just seems a little crazy to me. Like, let's say the random guy, we replaced the random guy with another one of my homies. I would not text my homie that shot my other homie and say, yo, like, sorry, man.
Right? That's what I was saying. Because if you were in that similar circumstance, you would probably bring up the shooting rather than fucking apologize for a minor argument that you had.
Let me finish my point. The reason why, okay, he apologized, there's so many different reasons he could be apologizing for. It could be for them getting in a fight. It could be for him revealing Meg's promiscuous past. It could be for Kelsey hitting her or whatever it may be, her getting shot, him.
But if
not
someone
wanting
is
to be
shot,
that-
that's the main point of contention. That's the main point of consideration.
That is the main point of consideration. Of course, though, you got to look at all the other underlying facts as to what he could be apologizing for. He could be apologizing for hitting on Kylie Jenner.
I was going to link the finishing to this convo. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. I'm tapped in.
But yeah, that's why I said like common sense, right? Like that's why I said.
What's this? Yo.
That if someone was shot and it was completely outside of your control, you wouldn't say, "Oh man, I'm sorry that like things got out of hand." You'd say, "That's crazy that she shot you."
He can't say that, Hassan, because he's a rapper and his ability, right, to sell records and make music.
Bro, it's private text messages. You know what I mean? Well, was private until, you know, nigga got pressed.
Come on, we're making a lot of inferences that are like.
It's common sense, bro.
How is that common sense, bro? What the fuck? If he's a rapper, why is he apologizing? That also fucking makes him look bad.
Yo, that's crazy. That Kelsey shot. I can cite about 5 other cases. I can cite 5 other cases where a rapper who should have knew information about what actually happened, even if it happened to their own friend, just shut up. Most notably, Busta Rhymes, who his bodyguard, one of his best friends, got killed. The bodyguard's mom was crying in court. Hey, why don't you cooperate? He didn't say anything. That's just what it is.
Yeah, like, I know. They're not. He's not snitching, but there's a difference between like saying it in court and saying it to the person that you're having a conversation with. If you're having a text message conversation at that time when you think that like
yo,
you have
Bigo, thank you for the 20 months, my brother.
So much so that you're trying to fix it by apologizing to them, you would probably fucking still feel comfortable enough to be like, how crazy is it that Kelsey shot you? Is what you would say.
You keep neglecting the point I made. One of the conversations, right, is Tory incarcerated calling on a jail phone. Why would he say anyone's name? You think he's in YSL? No, he's not going to say anything.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's bringing up that as like oh, well, why didn't he say Kelsey this or Kelsey, you know, whatever. Like, that makes more sense than the text message thing. But people bring up the phone call conversation because he was very clearly, like, extremely apologetic. And it's like, I mean, you can make arguments for whatever, but again, to me, it's everything compounded upon one another that makes it, like, less and less likely to take Tory Lanez aside.
Hey, I'm sorry this has happened like that. No more details, no more, no little, whether it was you or not. If you ask anybody from the urban hip-hop culture, they would probably say you shouldn't even make the call.
Yeah.
Whether
And
you had remorse or not.
And also, Lasan, I know you don't know our culture like that because of
Lasan.
hip hop and the whole rap industry.
Uh-huh.
However, if he snitched in the very beginning, this would all be settled. He didn't say anything because he knew his career is on the line. Now, regarding
Well,
that
his
as well,
career is still on the line because, you know, I mean, he didn't really have a career, let's be real. But, you know, 2016 is the last time he was popping off. But,
Tory's a big ass artist. What are you talking about? He's huge.
oh, I mean, I don't know.
I just feel like the Tory is huge shit is cope. Like, is that true? Like, I feel like the Tory is huge shit is cope. Like, cause one thing I keep hearing is that Tory Lanez was just about to blow up. Like this, I actually read this shit on Reddit, actually, you know, great website. But somebody was like, oh, Tory was about to be on like J. Cole, Kendrick level of popularity. But then this Meg thing fucked up his whole bag. And it's kind of like, now I feel like he's got the most popularity he's ever gotten because of this Meg situation.
How about that?
You might not listen to someone does not necessarily negate the
Wait,
fact
can I
that
ask
they're-
something? Your co-host, how old is he?
Huh?
How old you think I am, bro?
I have
does it have
no
to do with
idea. I have no idea, but like you said, Lasan, so I assume like 14.
Is that your name, bro?
Yeah,
Here's the
no,
thing.
bro, come on, dude. You are a whole grown ass man.
Bro, I'm kind of curious. What's Tory Lanez's most recent album? All right, sorry for what? I'm just curious. Like, I don't actually think this matters at all. I don't really care. I just want to know if he was actually like that big. He sold 25,000 copies of his recent album. This nigga is irrelevant. There's no way you thought this nigga was huge. 25K is... I honestly expected like 100K. 25,000? That's irrelevant. Like that... Okay, I looked this up and I honestly did not plan to like dunk on Tory at all with this. I was just genuinely curious. This is fucking horrible. These are terrible numbers. It dropped right before the trial. Okay, so let me look up he has Alone at Prom. People like that album, right? Alone at Prom sales. This one probably did more, right? 17,000. So I'm confused. Cause niggas made it seem like he was about to blow up. But in fact, his new album did considerably better than his old album. Wow, I thought he was, the way niggas been dick riding, I thought he was way bigger. What's his most popular album? Let me see. If you just search up Tory Lanez album, what comes up? Probably his newest one, right? Hold on. No, I think his Chai tapes or whatever the fuck, however you say it, I think those are where he's actually making his bag. Debut number 2, earning 83,000. Okay, see, this is what I thought he was doing. But that came out all the way in 2019. And he's done significantly worse since then. Billboard artist Tory Lanez. He was on What's Poppin'? Damn, okay, a solo song, peaking number 23. That's not bad. But damn, y'all made it. Oh, this was in 2015, 2016. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all really thought he was him. All right, top 200 have a lot more, right? Oh, never mind. Wow, the way y'all was dick riding, I thought he was him. Nah, bro.
Fucking using memes that 14-year-old white boys use on the internet. That is fucking embarrassing. Not to like dismiss everything about you, but god damn, you think that's a good first impression, dog? That is.
You have to remember the Meg shit happened 2 years ago. So you really think that it's Meg's fault that his shit flopped? Oops, my bad.
Fucked up. Holy shit, you got a whole ass show for yourself too? Woo.
All this you're still wrong, bro. Which is hilarious, bro. The chat's laughing at you right now.
Yeah, go back. Talk about how Chad is defending you.
I'd say partially. If anything, I would imagine that would make his shit buzz more. Like, so do you think that people weren't listening to Tory Lanez because he allegedly shot Meg? Because niggas still spin R. Kelly. Niggas still spin Ye. I just don't think that would happen at all. Like, I just don't, there is no evidence to support that claim.
Let's go back to the facts.
Damn, dude.
Phone calls, okay? He never overtly.
But name me one artist that's like been canceled that like actually like started flopping. Like that's never happened. So like, why would you assume that it happened to Tory? Maybe Tory was already on a downward path. Maybe he just flopped because his music is ass. The Baby. Okay, the Baby fumbled his own bag. Okay, like the Baby just like continuously made horrible choice. But that is true. He got canceled from like every event he tried to do. But to be fair, I still don't think that would have made his albums flop if he was still making halfway decent music. I think like the thing that happened with with the Baby is that all of his music sounded the exact same. Like all of his music was just like way too samey. And I think people just got tired of it. Like I think the Baby was like a little bit of a phase and then he burned out. And then in conjunction, it probably didn't help that, you know, he kept saying dumbass shit. And 6ix9ine didn't get canceled, nigga. He's like, Buddy went on, like, the thing is, like, 6ix9ine was very problematic, and, like, you could say he was trying to get canceled a lot, but he still was doing numbers. It wasn't until he fumbled his own bag by being, you know, a snitch and by ruining his reputation and making horrible music that he lost everything. Like, somebody like 6ix9ine was only ever popular because of a meme. You can't take somebody who's, like, popular off of a meme and then use that to say, well, you know, they fell off or whatever, because, like, yeah, of course they fell off. You know, like those, like, you know, Lil Pump was always going to fall off. 6ix9ine was always going to fall off. Like, these dudes are not dudes that have staying power. No one going to give him one with the case open. I just don't think that's true. I'm going to be honest. Do you have evidence to support that?
Said, hey, sorry for shooting you. And there's
Yo, boss is a duck. Thank you for the prime. I don't think they're Tory Lane's dick riders. Don't call them that because I don't think they are. I think they're just trying to bring up like they're just trying to like have the conversation, you know. I don't think anybody in the chat was honestly a Tory Lane's dick rider. But yeah, that's just what I think.
There's a bunch of situations that he could have apologized for. So that's number one. So we don't know exactly what he was apologizing for. And keep in mind, Hassan, it is on the prosecution to prove that Tory is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. So that's ambiguous. It isn't clear. Then on top of that, we got gunshot residue, not only on Tory, but we have it on Kelsey as well. Not to mention that Kelsey and Meg Thee Stallion got in a full-on fledged fist fight prior to the shots going off. That is
my
a fact.
Discord going off? Is that me?
Kelsey, and it got confirmed by Sean Kelly. Kelsey downplayed and said it was just a bump. However, they were 100% fist fighting to the point where a pendant was found on the
We already
floor.
talked about Sean Kelly's testimony being inconsistent. I don't know if you were there for that, but like did he wake up the gunshots or was he just like parked on the fucking street, just watching the street for no reason and then happened to be a scuffle there?
Also admitted they fought though. So that's what solidifies it. Kelsey also admits they fought. She downplayed and said it was just a bump, but the evidence shows otherwise. Your nail and everything. If someone just bumped you, your nail wouldn't fall off and your pendant. They were full-on fist fighting.
I mean, look, I don't know the exact details, you know? I mean, look.
The problem. You don't know the details and you're talking. That's the problem.
Okay, sure, maybe they fought, maybe they didn't. I don't know the exact details, but Tory shot her.
No, well, ultimately, I know what they discussed in the court case, and I know that there was enough evidence.
Out of your wheelhouse here.
You can say that all you want, but it doesn't seem like it, especially with this 3v1 situation. You guys still look really silly, ultimately. They might be saying something different in your chat right now, but, you know, outside of your hug box, I doubt that is what's going on. Now, having said that, how is this your wheelhouse? I do not know. I mean, you're a Fed and you don't even fucking understand how the Fifth Amendment works, so maybe that's good that you're no longer a Fed, probably.
Damn. Bodied. Let's go to clock.
The Fifth Amendment only works if
we're back to this. There's a Supreme Court case, dog. What the fuck are you talking about? There's literally a...
You need reasonable expectation that you can be culpable criminally to be able to assert the Fifth. Because if that was the case, right? If that was the case, then everyone would just be like, oh, I'm just going to stay silent and no one would talk in court.
Bro, first of all, no, not at all. Secondly, what would be the point of the Fifth? Like, what would be the point of the Fifth Amendment if it was pretty much an admission of guilt? You may as well just say you did it. Like, this is so dumb.
Facts.
Dude, I'm losing my mind. If the Fifth Amendment worked in the way that, dude, I know you have like cop brain, right? Because you're like you can't get out of the cop situation. But if the Fifth Amendment worked that way, it would literally imply that everyone who pleads the Fifth would be guilty. It would ruin the Fifth Amendment.
Wait, Hassan, real quick, and because I notice you do this a lot. Like you throw mad ad hominem attacks. Like I think he's getting straight at least on mine. He's getting straight at.
Okay, bro, it's 3v1. I'm starting to lose it a little bit. I was respectful in the beginning, but goddamn, dude, holy shit. Also, your fucking 40-year-old co-host called me Lazan like he's a fucking child. Come on, don't talk to me about ad homs right now.
Federal agent, bro. How old are you? 12? Nigga, he's serving our country. You making fun of him? You're lame, bro. Dead ass. So you making fun? Oh, Lasan. Nigga, that's your fucking name.
Oh, dude.
Thank you. You don't even know, bro.
Thank you for serving our country, sir. Thank you.
I've actually, you're right. I've witnesses. I've been in federal court several times. I've testified hundreds of times.
You still don't understand the Fifth Amendment? That's crazy to me. Like, that is actually crazy.
No, you don't understand the Fifth Amendment.
Facts.
You cannot randomly assert the Fifth Amendment unless you have reasonable expectation that those statements that you're about to give can incriminate you. It is the same exact reason why Gunna will not be able to use...
No, it's not! The reason why Gunna can't take the Fifth Amendment is because it was part of his plea deal, you fucking idiots. Okay? Now, you can say, oh, you can only invoke the Fifth Amendment if you believe that what you're about to say is going to incriminate you or whatever the fuck. Okay, so who's to say that Kelsey Like you could be like, you don't know what the fuck you could be incriminated for. So yeah, you can take the Fifth Amendment for anything. If taking the Fifth Amendment meant you were guilty, then as soon as somebody said I plead the Fifth, we would end the court case and lock them up.
You keep bringing up Gunna. This is unrelated. You can literally plead the Fifth regardless. Okay, you can plead the Fifth regardless. It is the law. Okay, it is a right that you have. It's not even the law. It's a right. It's a constitutionally protected right.
You can be held in contempt of court. You can be. There's issues that could arise from that if you don't actually. If there's no reason.
Oh my God.
Abused against you. That's what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're trying to say, but you're wrong. And I told you that there is a Supreme Court case on this exact issue that you're talking about. It does. I also literally gave you the exact reason as to why it doesn't work that way. Because if it worked that way, then everyone would just assume you're guilty all the time, every single time you pled the Fifth, which would literally destroy the Fifth Amendment in general.
Hassan, that wasn't his point, and even when I said that wasn't my point, right? Is of course pleading the Fifth Amendment.
No, because you're inferring that she is guilty, and you're also adding additional reasons as to why she might be guilty. You're speculating why she might be guilty, and saying that that's enough for reason.
Damn.
You keep bringing up Gunna.
Wait. You said, did he link the closer here?
The Fifth, which would literally.
This is the closer.
Okay, listen. You're the one who asked to be on this call. Okay, like I mean, I'm fine with having a conversation with you, debating you or whatever you want. But like, it's not like I was like, oh, please bring.
Like legit, the calm before the storm, right here. The calm before the storm. Like Meg legit was protecting Tory at first, bro.
The fresh and fit boys in here. I know. Especially, wait, which one is fresh and which one's fit? With the one.
Hassan, I've been talking with academics about this for the better part of a week. We've been covering this.
Is that my Discord or his? Because this shit is bothering the fuck out of me. I don't think it's mine.
Okay, so
yeah, no, I know. I really wanted the fucking content from you guys. I was like, please, DJ, please bring him. No, that's not what happened. You wanted to come on, which is fine. You're like academics felt like he wasn't doing a good job. You didn't feel like he was doing a good job. It's fine. It's cool. But I'm gonna have a little bit of fun. Like I'm gonna troll a little bit. Come on.
No, Hassan.
When you're taking L's on arguments, you take ad hominem attacks. You're supposed to be a master debater. You couldn't keep it factual.
I am not a master.
First of all, that's just not true. As a Hassan dick rider, I can tell you that Hassan is actually against debating. He does not like it, and he doesn't want to debate.
Debater. I suck at debates. I don't know where that came from. I don't like debates. I'm not very good at debates. Everybody keeps saying that I am, but I'm not, I don't think. Unless it's like Andrew Tate. He's just very bad at debates. So.
Do you think Charlie Kirk got you or not?
No, absolutely not.
The argument about better drivers was also comical as well.
Oh, here we fuck. Okay, look. We can have this conversation at a different time, but you know, I can't.
What's up, Axel?
I can't spend 6 hours talking to you guys. All right, I got some other stuff that I need to cover.
Oh yes,
you got to be honest. You've been
Facts.
What did you say, Ak?
You kind of been ducking. Every time I mention mine, like you were like,
it's because the reason why I do debates when I end up doing them, I guess, is often because I think like someone has really damaging ideas and they're able to spread those damaging ideas to like a very.
Yeah, I got a shit.
Right? And it's more so. It's not even like to stop the spread of said ideas, right? It's not like I'm calling for deplatforming or anything, but it's more so to just like address them adequately so people have a better understanding of like what
again? What do you mean again? I haven't shit today.
And so
yo, are you colon watching, Gango? What the fuck?
The reason why I will like debate someone like Andrew Tate is because like I mean he's all over the place. People will turn around and say, "Oh, that's clout sharking or whatever the fuck." And to them I say, "Well, you know, that is what matters in this circumstance. I want to temper someone's influence and at least like show that there's a different perspective on a large enough platform."
Bro said without me.
And I guess this is a long way of saying that like Fresh and Fit didn't have enough clout for me to like address them. There was a time when they did though.
Andrew literally said we would debate you two, you and Ethan, gladfully on intersexual dynamics, and you guys ducked it and said, no, we're not going to do that, blah, blah, blah.
I've never said that. That is not a factually accurate statement. I don't know why you're saying that.
I'm pregnant.
But as you can tell, I am perfectly willing and able to hold a conversation with you.
Omega shitting twice a day, you got stomach issues. 1, I have not shit yet today. And 2, I hate you niggas. I tell you guys I'm shitting once a year, and you're like, oh my God, you're dying. Now I'm shitting every day, and now it's, oh my God, you're dying. Like, bro, like, what do you want from me? Like, what do you want from me?
I don't know what happened with I don't know what happened with the Ethan thing, but I was always very much down to have a conversation. I don't know where you got that from.
You're the one that talks about us first, bro. We never mentioned you not one time. It was you making a bunch of hit pieces on us, dude.
Well, when I first started, I mean, I don't know if you're talking about like me and Ethan together, but like when I first saw you.
What happened to my 1 to 2 times a week comrade? I started drinking Metamucil, and now I've been shitting. T, get some fiber in you.
You guys were popping. I would have definitely debated you back then. I'm saying now, not so much.
I mean, every once in a while, like, I might not shit like one random day or something like that, but for the most part, I'm pretty regular. Send me. All right. You have to be warned though with this Metamucil. You have to drink it very quickly because if you don't down a cup of this, it's going to get very thick in that water, and you have to drink this fast. And I'm not going to lie, it's kind of a lot of water to drink at once. It's like, because they say to do like like at least 1 cup. I do 2 cups because with just 1 cup, the taste is just way too strong and thick. So I don't like it. So I do 2 cups. If you got a good throat game and you can handle 1 cup, then do the 1 cup because it'll be easier to down it. But I guess I got weak throat because that shit was not hitting for me. But yeah, drink that shit. Why not put it in a smoothie? It's too much work. Long ass link. Don't click it in, bitch. Fuck.
So I was like, it's not worth my time.
Than you are, bro.
Plus, like drinking the 2 cups is good anyways because I don't drink enough water regardless. So it's whatever. It ends up working out, but it's just a lot to down at one point. And actually, if you only take 1 scoop, you might be fine. I take 2 scoops. So if you do the 1 scoop, 1 cup will probably be more than enough. But I do 2 scoops just to really make sure I'm shitting. And then also, if you do 2 scoops, it's like what's that shit? Not a hunger suppressant, whatever. That's like. It tames your appetite, so.
What are you talking about? We're more popping than you are.
This nigga, bro.
Okay.
But it's not a meal replacement. It's like, it's a hunger suppressant or something like that. It's not a meal replacement. Please, like, you're supposed to drink this right before you eat. 2 bottles of water a day, that's not nearly enough. If you're talking about like the regular bottles of water, I don't think that's enough water in a day. Well, actually, the amount of water you drink should be your height and weight combined. That matters. I don't need my appetite to be suppressed. Then don't take 2 scoops. Just take the 1. Because they say take the 2 scoops if you want the hunger suppressed bullshit. But the 1 scoop is just for your fiber.
I'm happy for you guys' success. I haven't seen it. But if I do, I will, I'll hit you guys up.
That's because you're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We've been on YouTube 2 years, bro, and we're almost as many subscribers as you. What are you talking about? We're definitely popular.
Okay, the thing is, if I made a podcast hating women, I could get popular too.
No, I mean, congratulations to you guys. Like I said, when you guys have like a big enough influence, or if you have like a big enough audience, like Andrew Tate did at the time, then we can have a conversation. You know what I mean?
I told you, us and Andrew would debate y'all, and you guys still ran. So what is this excuse, bro? Y'all still ran because when it comes to intersexual dynamics,
my friend, I'm telling you what the reasons are. I don't want to debate you on like why I already told you I was not interested. You know what I mean? That's like kind of defeating
Yeah,
the
you
purpose.
make this on us. We've never won.
Is hating women the meta now? It's always been the meta. I wouldn't say their podcast is about hating women, but why do you always gotta like try to play like on some devil's advocate shit? Regardless of what their podcast is about, oftentimes they're just being misogynist.
Talk shit about you until you started talking shit about us. You came at us first.
Big facts.
So you want to start it? I'll finish it.
Yeah, because you had a lot of fucking videos that were popping at the time. A lot of people were spreading it and going, "Oh my god, what is this fresh and fit guys doing?" It doesn't happen anymore. That's part of the reason. You know what I mean? That's
Okay.
literally the main reason, as a matter of fact.
Cool. You're not really here to argue topics or ideas.
No, I
You're
just
here
don't
to
think it's like damaging enough. Like I don't think you're doing enough damage to discourse that I'm like. There are plenty of people who are much better debaters than myself. I would say Destiny is one of those people. Like I'm sure you guys can duke it out all day, every day. You know, do that. But
I
like,
showed the DM between us and H3. Y'all ran, bro. Y'all ran.
I'm
And
not.
Andrew,
I'm not
guy-
Ethan Klein. I don't know why you keep saying us in H3. I don't think I've ever gotten a DM from you.
Okay. All right, man. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my God.
We've definitely communicated that we could have this discussion. I mean,
I'm
here right
down.
now.
Like I said, I'm down. Get your
Whatever.
cloud up. If there's like enough, if you guys are doing enough damage to the discourse, then I'll have a conversation with you guys directly. How about that?
Backhanded compliment though. Come on,
Bro,
though.
you are not as confident as you think you are. You are delusional if you think so, bro. We've been
I'm
on
not.
YouTube
I'm
too-
not competent. I'm not. If that's what you're saying, I don't think I'm a competent debater anyway. There's better debaters than me out there.
You're not just a cloud farmer because I've seen you talk about situations and ideas that are from very small creators.
Well,
I
yeah,
think-
because it's not about cloud. It's about the damage being done to the discourse in general.
That's what it's about. It's about fear. You are scared right now because you understand
Oh,
that when it
brother.
comes to intersexual dynamics, you are incompetent. Just like talking about this trial, you are incompetent. You don't know all the details, yet you're still speaking. The difference between me and you is I don't speak on something unless I know it.
It's pretty
That's the difference
crazy.
between
It's
you.
pretty crazy because you were very confidently talking about the Fifth Amendment, which you definitely did not understand. So it seems to me like you are talking about things you don't know anything about. Also, your co-host talks about women all the time. I feel like he has no idea. Like if I wanted to learn about how women are, I think you guys are the last people I would go to get advice.
Really?
Yes, dude.
Okay.
Anyway, look. There are bigger and more successful misogynists that I'm willing to debate. It's all the same shit anyway. But when you guys get the cloud up, like
Your arguments are weak, bro. You literally said
discuss.
women are better drivers because they have cheaper insurance rates to Andrew, which is
all right. Look, we'll do this at a later date. All right, guys. Like I said, I have so much. I have a long list of things I gotta talk about. I
They
gave you
really
guys
pressed
like
about
6
women
hours,
being
man.
better drivers, huh?
all right, dude. It's fine. You can run, but we are way more relevant than you are.
I'm running,
And
dude.
you
I
talked
believe
about
you.
us.
I believe you. Congratulations
You
on
talked
your
about us
success.
first. We never talked about you. All right.
Bro, what are you doing? You're like a grown ass man. You're about to cry on this fucking phone call because I don't want to fucking talk to you anymore. Jesus Christ, dude. Holy shit. Didn't you like lock up Muslim people and shit back in the day? You should be a little bit more ruthless than this.
Damn. Holy
Holy
shit.
fuck.
I'm keeping it factual, bro.
Very emotional, bro.
You are keeping it factual with holding back tears over here because I don't want to fucking talk to you guys any longer than the fucking 4 hours that I gave you. Holy shit.
You don't know about the Fifth Amendment. You don't know what you're
Oh
talking
my
about.
God.
This is out of your wheelhouse. I literally explained the Fifth Amendment. You cannot assert the Fifth Amendment unless you reasonably believe that you will be prosecuted for said crime. Kelsey does not.
Hassan, you did
If a
do the
girl
same-
chirped me this hard, the conversation would have been over. I guess I am sexist for giving you this much time.
Hassan, you did do the same thing to Tate. You kind of bulldozed the conversation. Hey, listen.
Oh, dude. Don't even get me started about Tate. The motherfucker's like lying, saying I'm like running from him and shit. He was like, oh, I won that debate. And he won't debate me again. It's like, that's not true. I will fucking gladly debate Andrew Tate again.
Oh, you just overtalk people.
Stop the
And you don't
cap.
even know what you're talking about for the most of the part. And it's funny because, dude, you run from us many times.
Bro, what is
You
this guy
edit-
saying? Oh, my God, bro.
Hey, hold on. You would debate Andrew Tate again?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'd do it.
Stop the cap.
Bro,
That's not
on one end,
Why you guys? Why would I fucking? Why would I run away from this dude? He literally like, he had to get out of the conversation. He's like, these people are not intimidating. Okay, They're not.
Hassan,
Their ideas
entertain
are
this-
not great, and their rhetoric is not great either.
Hold on, he's
How are
thinking
we
it's a
misogynist?
boxu, though.
Please
I
tell
ha-
me, how
guys,
are we misogynist? How
Boys,
are we
boys, I have to pee. Okay, this is very real. Okay,
Right, go
I've held it in for far too long.
Go sit down
Go
and
pee
pee
then.
like you
Do your
normally
pee
do.
then.
Look,
no.
I don't
Go-
have the peanut gallery like the Fed and the other dude have that like I can pee in his mouth
sit down
real
and
quick.
pee.
You know what I mean?
Go sit down and pee, man. I don't know why you're still here. Then go sit down and pee.
Put a blanket down too.
Bro, you're
Like, I find
literally an adult. Come on, you're talking about like
find it amazing.
juvenile ass fucking comebacks. You sit down to pee. What's next, bro? I got long hair, so, like a girl. Is that what you're gonna say? What
Dude,
do I
you-
got
I'm not-
cooties, dude.
You've been
Come
talking
on.
shit. for a year.
Come
I'm
on,
here,
bro.
Go sit down and pee, bro. Go,
Dude,
go sit
that
down
is-
and pee.
Yo, these guys
Then we
are
can
like,
have a discussion.
what are these like playground level insults? Go sit down and pee, bro. Go sit down and pee.
Either way, but you
He said, "Go sit down and pee, dude." You
If we're being truthful, sitting down to pee is more optimal. Like, if we want to be optimal, sitting down to pee is just more optimal. But it is also very convenient and fast and easy to just whip my dick out.
look, you have to have like
You've been
better
talking shit
take.
for a year.
You talk.
Fuck optimal, I want to... Same. I agree. I'd rather stand as well. But sitting down is more optimal. Standing is quite literally more optimal. Incorrect. Because where do you think that piss is flying to when you shake your cock? I rest my dick. At least when you're sitting down, all the piss is going in one way. Bro said the abyss. You shake? Yeah, you have to shake. That's how you get the rest of the pee out of your chamber.
For a living, you talking a podcast for a living?
I wipe my cock. Okay, but like you realize though, like that there's still like I shake my shit because if I don't shake my shit, if I like put my cock back in my pants, like there's always like more piss in the chamber. Like you're not gonna get it while wiping.
I feel bad. I feel like I'm getting like second.
I don't shake or wipe. So you just have Oh, that's nasty as hell.
hand embarrassment from a person who talks for a living, only being able to retaliate with like literal 12-year-old insults. Like you're like a playground bully. You're like, oh, you sit down and pee. Come on, you can be a little bit more creative.
Yo, Jamal, thank you for the prime for 9 months, my brother. And I love you supporting me, Gango.
Not your co-host. I mean, he's gone. I don't think he's got anything in him. But you at least could be a little bit more creative. You know what I mean?
My point is this, dude. You've been talking shit about us for over a year. I'm here, right now. You made a nonsensical argument with Andrew as far as insurance rates are what make female drivers better, which is a ridiculous argument to make.
Okay, think about this. What is the one thing an insurance company wants from you? Money. So why do you think they charge men more money for insurance than women? Just think for 2 seconds. What answer do you come up with? Is it because maybe on average, statistically, men are more dangerous drivers and men are more likely to get into accidents? Maybe that's the reason why.
In the first place.
Do insurance companies actually charge women less for insurance? Yes, that is true. For car insurance, if you're a man, you do pay more for car insurance than women.
It doesn't make sense. You call us misogynist, etc. I'm here. We can have this discussion, but you want to say, I got to go pee. Then fine. Go sit down and pee. Go leave the stream, and it's fine. It's no big deal. Us and I can talk about the But you've been wrong on a
listen. We'll bring this back up on a later date when I'm like running out of content or something.
Yeah, like if you get in like, and it's the same way, if you get your car insurance after you're 25, your rate goes way down because statistically, male drivers, like exactly what Code said, between 17 to like 25 or so, are considered like high risk drivers.
Because it is entertaining. You guys are very entertaining.
That's cool, man.
Okay.
But again,
it's cute that you still want to talk to me. It is very nice. But I know you might get separation anxiety, but I really gotta go. Okay. Thank you, DJ Academics. Thank you so much.
No, hold on. It is kind of fair that if you call them misogynist, that's like a heavy like.
Bro, stop. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. Stop trying to pull me back in.
And on what you said. If you're gonna talk shit, like I said before, we're here now. You started it. I will be glad to finish it. But you want to run and piss? Go ahead.
You can't do it.
Fine.
You can't do it.
It's fine.
He's
Go
backing
ahead.
out.
Go ahead and piss.
Yes.
But again,
you guys are right. I'm terrified.
They're getting separation anxiety, yo.
Don't go out like that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I gotta go. Thank you guys. We'll do this at a later time. You know what? It doesn't matter. Clout doesn't matter. I will have a conversation with you guys again. Okay, I promise. I've said it on
him when he lies.
Clip it. Okay. I've said it in front of thousands of people. Okay. You can hold this against me if I don't talk to you again. Okay. I promise. There will eventually be a moment. There will eventually be a moment.
His videos end so abruptly. Yo, who here likes men?
What's your name?
I'm Siri. Please.
I mean, Google Assistant is the best voice assistant.
Meet you. My nickname is the Google Assistant. The name's Bixby. I'm Alexa.
Damn, Alexa might have to be the worst.
I've talked and made jokes in the past, mostly along the lines of Google Assistant is clearly the best virtual assistant, and then Bixby, Siri, and Alexa are various levels of far behind. But last time I did this type of test was 2017.
Alexa and Bixby teaming up to be the worst inventions of all time.
So I figured.
But the thing, like, all of them suck except for Google Assistant. I've been using my Google Pixel 4 XL again recently. Damn, I really miss having a Google phone, bruh. Low key, Lena just might have to deal with the green text messages. Chat, would I be a Giga Chat if I got rid of my iPhone and just got a Google Pixel 7 Pro and just left iPhone entirely?
We should revisit this a little bit, retest things, and figure out if Google Assistant still.
Did I just get rated from Based?
That's not how things are supposed to function.
Yo, what's good, homie? How y'all doing? What's bragging? What's bragging? Or shit. What's cracking? Fuck. I said that without thinking. Yo. Merry Christmas Eve, everyone. Oh shit. I'm about to get some dreadheads at my doorstep here in a second.
Actually is the best virtual assistant on a smartphone right now. Also, shout out to Clippy, the original virtual assistant, whose ugly Christmas sweater from Microsoft is actually what inspired this one, the MKBHD 8-bit drip, which you can get while supplies last. They're very limited, but they're at shop.mkbhd.com.
What's that you banging? I'm not banging nothing. I am extremely pussy. Do not check for me. I'm extremely pussy. I do not claim nothing. I don't bang nothing. I am pussy, bro.
But I decided to start with the simple questions. You know, the 3 things that you ask from an assistant the most often, I think, are the weather, timers, and facts. So they all do fine with the weather question. Probably the #1 query for me.
What is this? Yo, what's good, homie? How y'all doing? What's bragging? What's bragging? Or shit. Yo, what's good, homie? L clip, Loki.
Anyway, and then for the most part, they were also the same, pretty quick, with just asking standard facts. Although for some reason they did disagree on the height of one person. But then for timers, for one weird reason, Siri cannot do multiple timers at the same time on the iPhone. If you have a timer running and ask for a second timer, it asks you every time if you want to replace the first timer. Pretty big.
Hold on, is Lena free right now?
basic stuff that I'm not sure why.
She might be taking a nap.
Especially because you can set multiple timers at the same time with Siri on a HomePod Mini. But anyway, I don't want to make you watch a whole bunch of back-to-back questions and answers because, as I admit, it was
I got a
when I was doing all of that testing. But I'm going to share some examples of what I found with you, and then some of the highlights of the testing and the way it answers these questions, and you interact with them. So here we go. So, with all the latest software updates,
yes, Boston is racist.
All being asked the exact same questions.
I still like Boston. I still, like going to Boston, but Boston is racist.
Asked to do the exact same task.
Yo, Code, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yo, what's good, Gangy?
Hey.
Yo, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Would you still talk to me if I was a green texter? Why are you laughing? It's a serious question.
Because I don't know what I was gonna get, but that's interesting. Yeah, I'd still talk to you if you're a green texter.
You're not just saying that, right? So let's say hypothetically, I were to get rid of my iPhone for an Android phone, you wouldn't care.
I like having I like that the both of us have an iPhone, cause
why?
Androids don't do those cute little moment things that you remember that video?
Oh wait, yeah, okay, now I do have to stick with iPhone. Yeah, you're right. Actually, that was cute as fuck.
Also, FaceTime. We FaceTime every night. Hello.
I have an iPad.
Oh, true.
I might just have two phones.
I mean, don't you already have two phones?
But like, I'm pretty much never so chat, big brain. I have two phones, right? And I just keep an Apple Watch on me, and I have my iPhone muted at all times and only use it for when Lena hits me up. And then I have an Android phone that I use primarily. Who says no? That's a good idea.
Why is there a shiny new gadget that you want?
Well, Lena, you know me. I don't do that. You know me, gang.
I do.
Yeah, I want a Pixel 7 Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It sounded like you were sleeping.
I just woke up from a nap.
You're so hot. I'm not gonna lie, I have to take a fucking explosive shit. I just thought you'd want to know that.
Yeah, I do want to know. FaceTime you and keep the sound on.
Sorry, I got an Android phone now, so I don't think I can do that. Okay, I'm actually about to shit myself. Chat, I'm gonna leave a paternity cord up for you guys. Oh my god, I'm about to shit. Oh shit. I'm playing it close. Yo, Creative Cloud, thank you for the tier 1 for 9. I'm about to shit. Okay, Lena, you can go if you'd like. Thank you for talking.
Okay.
Do whatever you want. I'm gonna shit. I'm gonna Cat Williams.
Oh yeah, recording this shit. See how fun.
Take pictures. I'm gonna just take pictures.
Out.
Fight out here.
Hey, what's KO swing is over. Don't do it. Hey, you better back up, Cat.
You can get your dumb ass move the fuck out my way, little boy.
Oh, what's up?
Little boy, I told you.
The thing is, like, there's no winning here. You either get knocked out by a 7th grader or you're the fully grown man that beat the shit out of a 7th grader. Like, you know what I mean? You can't win. This kid not only got 20 pounds on cat, he also got like 3 feet on cat.
Oh, his ass up, cat. Hey, his ass up, cat. His ass up, cat. Okay.
No, baby. Tell me that's your child. No, he hit me first, bro. That's what happened. Back up off me, little boy. Yeah, get out. I got sons. Back up off. Get away from me, little boy. Oh, you couldn't hit him like that.
Yeah, you really did. You all in his space, man.
That's what you do, little boy.
Yeah. Hold on, what they even fight about? Man down, pimp in distress. Oh, that's crazy. For what somebody said, it looks like Cat was trying to give back to the community or something. Maybe it was like a community event or some shit like that. But yeah, like once you that big, once you that Hollywood, like you can't be moving like this. Man has too much power. What is this? Oh yeah, somebody showed that shit earlier. Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of scared of Mr. Beast. I genuinely think this nigga has too much power, like unironically.
Same tasks with the same phrasing and on the same Wi-Fi connections. Most often the fastest one to answer was Google Assistant or Siri. But Siri and Bixby, in my experience, did have the most instances of like hanging and pausing and not really answering a question. Kind of like acting like they had a poor internet connection, even though they didn't. Not sure why they did that. A restart of the phone helped with the Bixby one. Siri just kind of does it randomly. Not sure why, but that's a real fact. But then with straight up fact questions, there is no runaway winner, which I think
the Mr. Beast heel turn villain arc begins 2023. I don't think he would do. I think he wants to stay as brand friendly as possible. Nigga, it's too late. Literally, shut the. I'm literally gonna fucking kill you, bro. In the chat, nigga. I just spent 12 billion gems on this shit. It's too fucking late. You can go to the zoo if you want, nigga. Go get fucked by an emu. I don't know. Go get packed up by Harambe's cousin, nigga. I don't care. Just stop talking about the fucking zoo. You've made me reach my breaking point. I don't give a shit. I spent money on the birds. Get over it, dude. I promise your life will still continue. I should bring back Master Duel.
think is a good thing, actually. So if you ask something that's easily Googleable or on Wikipedia, something like, how tall is the Taj Mahal? They can all get it. Or if you ask, what do whales eat? They all had some type of answer for me. That was basically...
I think I actually am going to get a Pixel 7. I don't know if I'm going to get a 7 or a Pro. But the worst thing about this shit is that you can't take a screenshot with one hand on this thing. Like on the iPhone, you press like, I can hold my iPhone like this and take a screenshot by pressing the power and the volume. Like it looks hard to take a screenshot with just like one hand on these phones when the power button and the volume rocker is on the same side.
The same. Siri, I found, relies the most heavily on Wikipedia as a source
do it all
for
the
almost
time.
all of its answers. And then when it does have to go outside of that, it just kind of throws up a web search link, often with Wikipedia at the top. It says, look what I Googled for you. Now, Google Assistant is the most likely to give you a nice visual and slightly more information than you asked for. Bixby is powered by Google, so I would say it's the most likely to read what Google Assistant reads word for word. And then
when niggas start going through your clips and tweets, it'll be historical. It will.
Alexa is the most likely to throw in some extra information about your latest Amazon order or something random. So facts, they can all do great. Then there is what I call the device control category, because these are
what phone do you have,
assistants that are on your smartphones. There are smart speakers as well, but on your phone, you'd like to be able to help you out with things while you can't use your...
You can do that with iPhones? You're talking about the screenshot? There's no way you didn't know that. The Pixel 3a Ws. Want to cue this up? Actually, yeah, I would love to cue this up.
Hands. And for this, there was a...
Oh, based 2023, brother. I'm writing down like goals that I want to do for 2023. I've got like a weight goal. I've got like other content goals. The audio one is one of them.
A runaway winner, actually two, and that would be Google Assistant and Bixby. So with the most basic Basic stuff, they're pretty much all fine. They can all change your screen brightness, for example, except Alexa. But they can also all open the camera or pretty much any app on your phone with a voice command. That's easy. Setting an alarm is light work. If you ask it actually to open the App Store, they all open their respective app stores, and actually Bixby opens the Samsung Galaxy Store, which is kind of cheeky. But when it starts to get more complex, Google and Bixby start to walk away from the others. So if I ask it to take a selfie, Siri and Alexa will just open the camera, but Bixby and Google actually open the camera, switch to the selfie camera, and start a self timer and actually take a selfie. If I want to say play Squid Game on Netflix, both Google and Bixby will actually
Google Assistant is actually so far ahead of Siri, it's like kind of fucking embarrassing.
The Netflix app, find the first episode of Squid Game I haven't seen yet, or wherever I left off, and start playing it.
My only issue, the thing I like about my Pixel 4 is that it doesn't have the curved screen. I'm pretty sure the 7s have a curved display.
Siri just opens the app, and Alexa's.
Like, honestly, that's the thing I hate the most about this Note is the curved display. It's so fucking annoying.
Lost. If I say start a voice recording or a voice memo for Siri, again, Google and Bixby open the voice recording app and actually start that recording. Siri again just opens the app, and again Alexa is lost. These voice commands, when they work, are legitimately faster than I would have been able to do it by hand for the most part. And there's a bunch of other device-specific stuff that Samsung's programmed into Bixby where it can reach into apps and perform specific commands within them. So if there are apps you use a lot, this can potentially save you a lot of time. Bixby was also great at this last time I did it, and
yeah,
also,
no fingerprint
Alexa
reader is a big L.
Unsurprisingly, the worst at device control because
especially because I've never used a face detection on a Android phone that wasn't complete dog shit. Like it really makes me appreciate Android or iPhone's Face ID.
They aren't making their own phone. These aren't Amazon phones, so the vertical integration is great with Siri and Google Assistant and Bixby, not with Alexa. Not
what up, Kage? Hope your day gets better, man.
A surprise, though.
But welcome.
Is conversationalism. Who is the coach of the Phoenix Suns? Huh. How tall is he? Did he play in the NBA? Huh. What team did he play for?
Siri was actually kind of fast there.
So you can see Siri tapped out after about 4 questions in a row about.
Not gonna lie though, Siri was fast as fuck though. I can't lie. That was very quick.
Google Assistant is incredible at this. It's really, really good at remembering the context and the subject of a natural conversation and carrying that on through a bunch of questions in a row. Where is the Taj Mahal? Okay. How tall is it? How many meters is that? What is it made of?
This is so cool.
See, again, Google remembers what we're talking about. When is The Weeknd's birthday?
Daddy! My fault. Tee up.
What's their latest album?
Dawn FM,
What's
baby.
his real name?
Abel.
So basically, if you're asking a bunch of questions in a row, or if you have one subject that you want to basically research through the voice assistant or get a bunch of answers on, your best bet is definitely Google Assistant. And then one more interesting thing from the queries that I asked, just as far as getting pictures. When you ask for pictures of something, like dogs for example, they can all search the web, except Bixby didn't, and Alexa, which is looking for an Amazon Photos app for some reason. But when you say, show me my pictures of dogs, Google actually opens and searches in my own photos album for my own pictures of dogs. So I did a bunch of other testing like this with a bunch of other different questions.
Yeah, I'm buying the fuck out of this phone.
Follow-up questions and things
I'm
like that.
not even gonna lie.
And I've come to a pretty solid conclusion. So if you're wondering, which one is the best? Marques, you did all these tests. Which one came out as number one? Only one thing became exceptionally clear.
I feel like if I asked Google Assistant to suck my dick, it would do it.
Through all this testing, which is that Alexa is clearly the worst. Is clearly far behind the others as a smart assistant on a phone. Even if, unless maybe you're already deep in the Amazon Alexa
Papes, what's good with you?
with everything working perfectly in your smart home? Matter of fact, this really is an ecosystem question almost as much as it is a skills question for the assistants, because if you are super all in on one of these smart home ecosystems, that actually could answer the question for you. Of course, if you're all in with HomeKit, then Siri and an iPhone.
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish the Pixel 7's camera looked like the Pixel 6's. Like on the back, I really liked the Pixel 6's design on the back. I'm not gonna lie.
It's your only option to view your cameras and see your
One thing I hated when using Google phones, I always felt like a beta tester. I don't know, like I've just been using the Google Pixel 4, and like it's so much, like the OS is so much better than like on the Samsung phones. I don't know, like I just don't like the Samsung phone UI all that much. Like it's fine, it works great or whatever, but I just much prefer like the Pixels.
Bell ringing and turn on your lights.
But yeah, you are right. Like you're gonna get a lot of bugs and a lot of random bullshit because like you are literally the first phone to get like the Android OS updates and shit.
If you are doing the same with Google Home and Google Assistant, then you're there. Now, the next gen Matter standard may change all of this. It may actually make this section irrelevant. Maybe leave a thumbs up on this video or comment if you're interested in a video about that specifically. But for now, with these different silos of home ecosystems, that's pretty important. But I'll still say, from my most common experiences and queries and the things that are most useful, across every single phone, iPhones or Android phones, the most useful assistant is still Google Assistant. And that's multiplied if you also happen to have a Pixel phone, because then you also get, you know, call screening and hold for me and all those extra Pixel features. But in general, Google Assistant is most likely to be fast. It's most likely to give a good, well-sourced answer. It's most likely to be conversational and remember context longer. And it has a bunch of third-party plugs, tons of app support. And I also happen to have built my smart home in the Google Home world. So it's great.
Interesting. Yeah, I'd probably either use Google or Siri. I feel like Google Assistant has like better stuff for like third party. Whereas I feel like if you were to do like an Apple HomeKit type thing, I feel like it'd be a little bit more locked down, just like Apple is in general. Like I'm happy with keeping my personal phone as my iPhone because of like the privacy and stuff around iPhones. Like I really love that. But then like everything else, like I just feel like Android feels better.
Now for the second best, I'm very tempted to say Bixby. Of course, though, this is only relevant if you have a Samsung phone, and also it is
like the call screening like doesn't just tell you who's calling. Like it'll like answer the phone for you and then be like, all right, like what do you want? And then like depending on what the other person says, like dictates like what their response is or whatever. Like it's literally like an assistant like picking up the phone for you.
Basically saying all of the same first query responses that Google Assistant was, minus the ability to talk to a smart speaker, since, you know, Samsung would probably like us to forget about that. But I am going to have to put Siri.
I can't wait for Apple to steal it. Yeah, that's going to be fire. If Apple actually does bring that, the thing is, I feel like Siri would have to get way more sophisticated for that to happen. But if they do that, that's going to be awesome. What we really need is for iPhones to have USB-C. Like, that's what we really fucking need. Like, I'm sick of waiting for this.
In second place here. It's fine. It's okay. It's all right. It's fine. It's not great, but it is the most well plugged into Apple's ecosystem. So, of course, if you're doing HomeKit stuff, it's going to work well there. It does support a smart speaker, which can do multiple timers if you're not doing stuff all the time on your phone. And it does support routines, which is like stacking a bunch of different commands into one action if you're willing to dig through the very convoluted Siri shortcuts interface. So that puts Bixby in third place, and Alexa is just bad. It's just bad on a phone. Like there was a phone a couple years ago, an HTC phone, where it was built in. So there was Google Assistant and Alexa side by side on the same phone, and it worked kind of well back then, but that was years ago, and Alexa's just dead last on a phone right now, and Amazon knows it. Amazon is falling behind with Alexa, and if you're just starting to use assistants or put together a smart home or this type of stuff, I would say avoid things that are Alexa exclusive right now. But until then, let me know if you agree that Google...
W's. I'm spinning this. This nigga be making movies for real. Which color do I want, chat? That's the real question. I was thinking about getting all black, but I kind of like the white too. The white does look clean as a bitch, don't it?
All right, Pixel 7s, 7 and 7 Pro. I've been using these phones for about a week now, and yes, they are very similar to last year. They're the same prices too. But more than ever this year, and you can see it at every corner, the Pixel Special is software solutions to hardware problems. And this is in contrast to, say, the Samsung or the Xiaomi Special, which is throw as much raw hardware horsepower at the thing as possible. There's just no way that isn't better than before. And there's nothing right or wrong with either of these approaches. Matter of fact, as a tech head...
I don't use cases that much, to be honest, but sometimes I do. Like, if it's really cold and I'm going out, I'll bring a case, but I usually don't like using cases. Oh, there's actually a big drama theory out there right now that Unbox Therapy is botting all of his views. Because if you go onto his views, he'll have like 1 million views on a video, but then like 127 comments or something. I feel like Omega could be a tech reviewer. I could. It's just that like, I don't, like the only reason why I haven't made the audio channel yet is because I don't know how to make those videos. Like, I don't know how to make those interesting. I don't know, like, how to get good B-roll shots. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. So that's the biggest reason why I haven't done it yet. What does the temp have to do with the case? If it's cold out, it's a lot harder for me to hold on to my phone. So that's why I'll usually bring a case if it's cold. Critical copy and paste. I do think Critical makes great reviews. You haven't talked to Nano about this? Not really. I don't usually like to bother other people with my bullshit.
Kind of appreciate both, but there is just a little bit of a magic to this software way, at least when it works. So yeah, I can definitely appreciate the slightly updated hardware on the outside
Why
of the Pixel.
A separate channel? Yeah, I think, here's what I think. I think the reason why my normal channel can't grow is because it's not focused on anything. Like, it's just me doing random bullshit, right? So like, if, let's say for example, somebody comes to my channel, is like, oh my God, I really like this guy when he's making like audio videos or whatever. And then they click on my channel and then they see me reacting to a Nikocado avocado mukbang. You know, they're probably not going to subscribe or stick around. I think having a channel with the focus is good for a second channel like that.
Because even though it isn't super important to the Google mission, it's still important to the users. So initially with my very first hands-on, I didn't love it, but it's kind
like,
of...
I'm down to keep the Omega Pro channel just pretty much like edits of what happens on this channel. And like, because I just think that's a good pairing between the two. But my other ventures, I want them to be separate from the Omega Pro brand or whatever, I guess, if that makes sense.
On me, the main change here being the metal camera bar instead of the all glass visor from last year.
It is, Scoobs, because like it's literally the closest you can get to like an iOS type of experience on Android. One thing you need is an Omega Pro Clips, bro. I know. I'm trying to do a lot. I don't know if I like, because in 2023, at a certain, I don't know when yet, but at a certain point, we will be having daily TikToks, and then I'll just re-upload those to YouTube. I already have the Omega Pro Clips channel made. I would just have to, you know, it's just about uploading on there, really. Yo, Hokage, thank you for the 2 years, my brother. I appreciate you. The only thing I like about Samsung is the stylus. I think the S Pen is like the best feature a phone could have. But, you know, it is what it is.
It lets them do some interesting stuff with the colors, but most importantly, lets them make it all one piece of metal all the way around with the frame of the rest of the phone. It's polished aluminum on the Pro and matte aluminum on the Pixel 7. Then both phones also get brighter displays, up to 1500 nits peak on the 7 Pro and 1400 nits on the regular Pixel 7. Can't fake that with software. And then the 7 Pro display is larger, slightly
Nigga listening to Illuminati? What the fuck?
Curved over the edges, and a generally better looking display with less off-axis rainbowing, but interestingly, it's set to 1080p out the box by default, even though it's a 1440p panel.
What's
I
good,
immediately
Nigel?
switched that to 1440 and have had no battery issues, so I recommend doing that. Matter of fact, might as well just say it right off the top, I have had great battery experiences with these phones. I've been mostly dailying the 7 Pro, David at the studio has been dailying the 7, and yeah, they've been excellent. Like just this morning, today, drove into the studio, had an hour-long commute.
Okay, you don't have a choice if you're on iPhone, but to the folks that's on, oh my God, Nigel, thank you for the 5 gifted, my boys. I appreciate you. I said my boys plural. What's good? But if you're on an Android phone, do you guys use software buttons or do you use gestures? Merry Christmas to you too, my brother.
With Waze on, full brightness, GPS, streaming Spotify audio through Bluetooth to the car, got here with like 85% battery left.
Anybody that said gestures, congratulations, you're a Giga Chad.
And I'm consistently ending days with 30 to 40%. 6 to 7 hours is not a problem. Yeah, I've had very good battery life on these phones. Very impressive. That's a combination of software optimization, better modems, just better chip overall. But speaking of chips, inside the phone there are very few new specs, but the new 2nd generation.
I just want to know how curved the sides are. Like that's my biggest thing. I'm probably still gonna get it regardless, but I just want to know.
G2 from Google is one of them. There's also a little bit extra RAM on the Pro phone. It does benchmark a bit higher than the first Tensor, but in terms of raw power, it's right in line with the Snapdragon 865. Fine. But just like
Zare with
in
5 gifted.
video,
Thank you so much.
You can watch here if you haven't.
You like
seen
the
it
curve shit? No, I fucking hate the curve shit. That's why I want to know.
Already, Google is optimizing.
Like it looks like there's like a bezel on the side here, so that way you shouldn't get accidental touches on the side. But like on my Galaxy Note, like the curve goes like to the sides type. So if I'm just like holding it normally, I'll get touches all the time. Like it's so fucking annoying.
This Tensor G2 chip to work more efficiently, specifically with its AI stuff, its AI magic. So while, yeah, the G2 is a little faster than the first Tensor with its smaller 4nm process node, the real improvements are in its machine learning capabilities, which are 60% faster and 20% more efficient than last year. So the things that actually require those AI smarts are dramatically better and faster. So that is where it starts to get interesting. Not to dismiss the, slight improvements of the Pixel overall. I mean, you can see they painted inside the port and the speakers down here to match the revs of the phone. It's nice. I like it. But that's not
like not only does it make it like cases weird, but also screen protectors are like impossible on curved displays.
Is all about. The Pixel is the software. It is the smartest smartphone, and pretty much all of the reasons you'd pick a phone like a Pixel 7 over the rest are in the software. Like for phone calls, for example, Pixel is the only phone with
yeah, I think the regular 7 doesn't have the curve and the 7 Pro does. God damn it.
Screening, which to me is still super useful, but it also goes to another level. So when you call a business that has an automated system, the improved Direct My Call feature will surface all the buttons
I hate when they do that
once,
dumb shit.
so you can press to navigate through an automated system before the robot even finishes saying them. It saves me so much time. I love that.
Thank you,
I
Paula.
also like the new home
I am
screen
doing well.
search,
Hope you're
which
doing
still
well too,
has all
King.
the great functionality as before. It's just cleaner and better designed. And then with the new selfie camera, the Pixel has added AI-based face unlock, which is great. But as you can see, it's just a single selfie camera up top here. There's no infrared, depth mapping, or Face ID equivalent. So while it's super fast in great conditions, it absolutely struggles as expected when you're in the dark or when you have a mask on. So there's also still an under-display fingerprint reader for dual biometric authentication anytime Face Unlock fails. I will say I was hoping that the fingerprint reader would
sweet
be one
baby
of the things
J,
that
thank you for the
improved
4
the
months,
Pixel 7
man.
hardware-wise, because the one in the 6 was a little bit of a letdown for me. It's not noticeably bigger or faster. It's fine.
What'd you get for Christmas, my brother?
Terrible.
What'd you eat
a
for
slight step
Dindins?
behind the ultrasonic ones, which are noticeably faster than this optical one. Oh, also,
how do you feel about phone pens? You're talking about like the little stylus joint? I think I love them on the notes only, just because it like goes inside the phone and you can take it out whenever you need it. And if you don't use it, it just stays in the phone. Love, love, love that. But any other sort of stylus, and I'm good. Yo, Wander, thank you for the 7 months, my brother. I appreciate you.
App. Some people don't even care about this, but the Recorder app is better. It's already the best in the world at doing incredibly fast and accurate speech to text. You've seen this before. Thanks, Tensor. But I got an amazing demo of somebody
that shit is working so fast.
And we had a full-on conversation. They took the phone out of their pocket, and it had perfectly transcribed our entire conversation with speaker labels. So each time the person spoke, it labeled that. Incredibly useful or incredibly creepy, depending on who you are. But that's one of the features that's allegedly coming later this year to an update. I'm going to be using that. And it just definitely feels like anywhere you go in this phone, Google Assistant is waiting right around the corner, waiting to help you out. It was the same with the last Pixel. Android 13 got its improvements with Material U and the under the hood improvements, but just the Google stuff everywhere, the routines, the little reminders, the little chip cards and messages for helpful things you might want to do to add to a message. There's a lot of good stuff. There's even a new feature called Photo Unblur. You might have seen the demos.
WFED feature.
Any photo in your Pixel 7's library, actually anything in your Google Photos library at all, and if it's a little bit blurry, you hit that unblur button, and it can use AI to identify what the scene should look like and fix the photo, remove the blur. Seems super cool. So, okay, after trying this with a bunch of photos, we found that it seems to work best specifically with photos of subjects that are in focus, but the exposure time was too long, and so now there's a bit of blur in one direction.
To see how this does this.
In that exact instance, I found it can do a pretty good job of turning a streaky, blurry photo into something much more usable.
Definitely still looks way soft,
I wouldn't expect anything magical,
not bad.
but you know, this is pretty cool. It's the definition of using software to solve hardware problems. Also, they do say Pixel 7 exclusive for this feature for now. I don't really buy it. They say it's because of Tensor G2. I give it about a year before this feature is available for more phones. Maybe anyone using Google Photos. But hey, for now, gotta have the Pixel 7. But the point is, Google is not setting out to make a phone with the absolute best hardware and the best display and the absolute best raw performance. I mean, if they are, they're failing. But Google Pixel is absolutely the smartest smartphone in the room. It's the smartest phone you can get, and it's even more true again this year. Now, the Pixel has been known for one other thing, probably as long as anything else, and that's the cameras. And there's an updated suite of cameras on the front and the back of the Pixel 7s this year. So, the 50 megapixel primary camera.
So, wait, did I miss it? What's the difference between the 7 and the 7 Pro?
Same on both, same as last year. The Pro gets a new even wider ultra wide with autofocus, while the 7 is the one from last year.
I guess that's what that is.
Also gets a new 5x 48 megapixel telephoto camera.
Oh, there it is.
As expected, the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro take excellent photos.
I hate when they do that shit.
Conditions. And they have that very distinct Pixel style, the high dynamic range, contrasty, lots of detail, those shots. This big sensor can create some pretty nice natural depth of field still without using portrait mode. I love that. I know I shouldn't be super impressed that, you know, normal daylight photos look great on the Pixel, but hey, these are really, really good. And then the new Pro Ultra Wide does a really
These just look like DSLRs. Like, this is crazy.
Video, but this photo of an ant is really hard to get. And the auto switching to macro mode can be disabled if you're like me.
Like, these are legit just DSLR photos.
With the main camera. Just beware of minimum focus distance. But then here's another great example of solving hardware problems with software. The zoom. So the 1x camera, still normal 1x, that's a 50 megapixel main sensor binning down to 12 megapixels. The 2x button is a 12 megapixel crop of the middle of the frame, so a high quality zoom. Then from 2x to 5x, the camera's actually doing some composition. It's adding detail in the middle of the frame from the telephoto camera and then compositing them together. Then you get to 5x and it's snapping to the full telephoto camera. That makes perfect sense. Then again, the 10x is taking a 12 megapixel crop of the middle of the telephoto. So another
that looks good.
And it's pretty good. I will say it's not quite as good as having a dedicated 10x telephoto camera on the back of the phone. Like, having a dedicated camera is always going to give you the sharper overall image, but for someone like me who only zooms once in a while, The whole super res zoom software solution is very passable, as you can see, and then that saves you money. And then you get the zoom stabilization that activates at 15x, and it is really, really stable. Maybe a little too stable sometimes because it kind of makes it hard to track like moving objects, which I know you love to do when you're bird watching. Anyway,
hey,
the Pixels camera is still top of the heap when it comes to point and shoot Android cameras. The shutter speed is super fast, so if you're trying to freeze motion and also capture like an exact moment, this camera is really good at that.
Okay, that's actually really good. I think the biggest problem with phone cameras is that the shutter speed is so slow. So if you try to catch anything that's even kind of in movement, it just looks like a blurry mess. He broke character? Nah, chill.
Selfie cameras on both are also improved. It's now an 11 megapixel selfie camera. They both do ultra wide selfies now instead of just the Pro. Love that. And video is slightly better too, including 10-bit HDR. Tough to show that in this SDR video, but if you've seen HDR video before, you know where this excels already. Anything with bright specular highlights, loads of dynamic range, etc. It's still a step behind the iPhone when it comes to noise levels and autofocus. So for those curious why I still put the iPhone as the overall king of smartphone imagery, that's why, but this is not far behind by any means. Okay, here's a couple other small things that didn't fit into the rest of this review. The speakers on the 7 Pro are slightly louder, but slightly less bassy than the 6 Pro, just a little tinnier. So a little less low end for a little bit more vocal clarity. I found that interesting. And then there's not a whole lot going for sustainability for these phones, other than the metal visor and frame being made with 100% recycled materials. Some pretty specific wording there, but also the box it comes in, which doesn't have a charger, does come with a cable and an adapter and is fully recyclable cardboard. And then a big question, are there bugs? Because my Pixel 6 experience was a roller coaster. I mean, I love the phone to start, but then it slowly descended into having more and more bugs until it was like unusable to me and I stopped using it. Then it got some updates that squashed those bugs, and then I ended up dailying it for like the last 2 months or so. So are there bugs on the Pixel 7s? Yeah, I have found some. I mean, I had this media player bug where it just shows a blank space where the media player is supposed to be, whether or not there was any media playing.
Listening
that
to
did
Drake?
go away after reboot.
W's or L's,
weird
chat?
thing where after you hit the X in the Google search bar, that button just disappears, but it's still pressable for some reason. Also, I tried to post an Instagram story from the Pixel 7 Pro the other day, and it just looked like this for some reason. Honestly, no idea what happened here. Everyone saw it. Apparently, some people thought it was an ad for Dbrand's new digital camo. It wasn't. But this is. Hey, if your new metal bar isn't enough and you want your new Pixel to look
sorry, like, I respect the bag. These skins are so fucking ugly.
More different from the rest. Channel sponsor Dbrand's new skin is...
And they're such a bitch to put on, too.
Sick, and it's a foolproof way to make your phone look unique. Plus, it helps to hide that dust that sort of naturally accumulates right above and below the camera bar. So, link below, of course, right below that like button. But I've really enjoyed using the Pixel, and that's why it's going in my pocket as my daily driver phone.
Speak with that bass again.
As far as whether you should get one or not.
You got me on speakers? That's crazy.
How much money are you willing to spend? Because same prices as last year. $599, $899. And I think my initial feeling is, I still feel the same, which some people got kind of twisted, by the way. But the $300 difference between these phones, the Pixel 7 is a way better deal than the 7 Pro. Like, they're both well priced and they're both very competitive and frankly undercutting most of what they're competing against. But the 7 is just
the Pixel 7 Pro is on sale right now for $750. This is actually, that's a pretty decent sale for the phone only being 2 months. 2 months old. I think I'm gonna go ahead with my order. Hold on. Hello, governor. LaRap the Goon. I'm also trading in my old Pixel phone to save even more money, so W's.
I'm never.
The many Dr. Dre prodigies who never made it. I'm one of them.
Pop your pussy and shake your ass this summer at Old Navy.
I've seen this.
Optional shorts, shirts, and summer dresses. So shake that moneymaker and make your way to.
Did you check if you got that 10% discount? How do I check that? I probably should I get a case with it? I don't know what the cases look like. Did we watch the new Sunny V2? I don't think I did. Google One settings. Where did I see that at? Offers, maybe? Pop that pussy and shake your ass. Start customizing your order. Is this gonna dox me if I open this shit up? I already have this shit in my cart. I'm just looking if I want one of these cases or not. Dude. What the fuck? I've never seen this commercial in my life. Like, what is that? Hold on. I'm looking at this Pixel 7 Pro case. Am I high or do they not like have any images of this? Like, what is this made out of? Is this just like a plastic slap-on case? Like, what is this? It seems a little expensive for just... Like, is it a silicone case or like, what is this? A polycarbonate shell. That seems very overpriced. They do not make the fabric cases anymore. These fucking bum-ass niggas, bro. I would have loved to have the fabric case, but nah, they don't have them. Yo, what? Why are their screen protectors so fucking expensive, nigga? That seems a little egregious. I'll just get one on Amazon, pussy ass. Yeah, none of these cases look good, to be honest. Getting a TPU screen protector is high-key selling. Nah, those fabric cases were so fucking fire. They got a leather one. This one wouldn't be too bad. Because I have a leather case on my iPhone that I use sometimes. I feel like 55 is wild taxing. I never spent more than $10 on a screen protector. Real shit. I'm probably just going to use this without a case. I got the fucking protection plan on it. Alright. You guys will be hearing about my opinions on this dumbass phone when I get it. Maybe I'll return it. Maybe I'll keep it. Who knows? Wasso got a brick in his pocket? Yeah. If you click manage my account in Drive, it should give you the details on what your Google One sub is giving you. I mean, I'm logged into my Gmail, so I'm assuming if I had anything, it would show up now. Oh, you know what? I have YouTube Premium on my Gmail that's associated with my YouTube, not my personal email. That might be it. I could switch to my, let me see if this is actually going to give me any deals. Because I'm actually kind of curious. Y'all said there's a new Sunny V2? Have I don't think I've watched it. Yeah, I have not seen this.
From using aimbot during a live CSGO tournament to completing Super Mario 64 with a see-through blindfold, these are the dumbest streamers who are caught in 4K cheating, beginning with Elm0, who accidentally left his aimbot on whilst trying out for a professional esports team. Up until this point, Elm0 had built up a respectable 3,000 Twitch followers for his impressive Apex Legends gameplay. However, while trialing for the pro team Zenith, judges noticed that his aim was almost too impressive. And while this first kill was arguably still possible without aimbot, his next kill was significantly more suspicious.
Yo, that is crazy tracking.
Elm0 shoots through the wall as if he already knew where the enemy was before locking.
Yeah, it doesn't look like this is giving me any additional savings on this. Probably because the phone is already $150 off.
Onto the player with near perfect accuracy. Elm0 was instantly called out in a Twitter post reading, "How are people streaming cheats in Scrims LeMayo?" which received a response explaining that he was known for cheating on PUBG in the past.
Dude said LeMayo.
One of my accounts was banned from PUBG. I was banned by the PUBG Corp for, my ban message said hacking.
Determined to expose Elm0 for good, another clip was tweeted of him warming up for the match, in which his aim was once again robotically accurate, and with the evidence seeming conclusive, Zenith Esports would make a tweet explaining that Elm0 was not contracted with us and has been removed from our trial process, which was followed by Elm0 deleting all of his social media before disappearing from the internet. Semper0311 was even stupider, as after going live playing the game Destiny 2, he'd forget to hide the aimbot program altogether. At the time, he was streaming to a small audience of only 16 people, however this was enough for one of his viewers to notice the fishy gameplay, writing in the chat, "Is that aimbot? On your screen it has like red squares around them." Semper was dumb enough to read the comments out loud.
"My screen has red squares around them."
And after pretending to be confused for a couple of seconds, the stream ended abruptly and the footage was deleted. In the days that followed, Semper
cheating in Destiny is crazy. I bet, chat. Pixel 7 ordered. It should be here next week. W's.
Denied cheating and threatened to ban anyone bringing it up.
I got it in black.
No, it's not. And I didn't, dude. If you want to get banned, you can keep saying that.
Yet after being pressured by the audience, Semper admitted to cheating.
Yo,
in the
I've
weakest
always
way possible.
I've always low-key wanted to get into Destiny 2. The only reason why I haven't is because it feels like it's way too much to come back from. Kind of like with MMOs and shit like that. Like, it just feels like it's too late. Like, you know what I mean?
Hacks on my computer yesterday on stream. Like, I'm not denying that. I just don't know how they got there.
However, at least Semper eventually admitted to some kind of wrongdoing.
And I'm pretty sure I could play Destiny on the Steam Deck as well if I want to play that shit in bed.
As the next person blamed her cheating on a
This is a classic. Clara.
Non-existent person. The streamer in question went by the name of Miss Q Gemini, and just prior to being exposed, she'd state that people often called her.
You need Windows for Steam Deck? Oh, never mind. Is Destiny not on Steam? Or is it because it has anti-cheat or some shit?
Cheater simply because she was female.
You know what's really sad? That sometimes, because I'm female in Counter-Strike, people are like, "You're cheating!"
However, the real reason behind why she was called a cheater revealed itself just minutes later.
Bro, if that Nadia girl ever gets kill confirmed for cheating, gaming will never not be misogynist. I already think it'll never not be misogynist, but if that happens, it's over, dude.
As she'd begin her first CSGO game of the stream with wall hacks enabled.
Like, I feel like Nadia getting confirmed for cheating would be just as damaging to the gaming community as like if Megan Thee Stallion lied. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, what? They're mid. Mid.
To be. Going back to B.
After dying in the game, she'd come to notice her colossal size mistake.
Dude, I'm pissed. The Soul Reaper chains literally went out while I was shitting, so I didn't get to cop them.
And attempted to play the whole thing off by stating that she had some weird glitch.
Do you guys ever get that weird glitch in CSGO where it shows your rank? That it shows everyone's rank? I played the other day with Rock, and he got that, and now I have it. I don't know what's
me when I lie.
It's weird.
Which was then followed by Miss Q Gemini, stating that someone named Clara had been playing on her computer earlier that day.
Wait, Wait, Clara, hold on. Clara, give me 1 second. Clara, let me just message this girl. Give me 1 second. Why is this on my computer right now? Where is this? How do I close this? I need to text my friend Clara right now. She was at my house earlier today. I'm literally gonna kill her. She promised me she didn't use it on my PC.
Me when I lie.
Out of all people, this is what happens when you let people use your PC.
Realizing that there was no getting out of this, Miss Q Gemini began to trade all of her items to a brand new account, yet unfortunately this wouldn't stop a Twitch ban, which happened later that day. And while it's certainly shameless to blame a friend for the hacks on your computer, it's not nearly as shameless as aimbotting during a professional CSGO tournament, which is what would happen in the case of Optic Forsaken. Forsaken had joined the Indian
whatever
Optic
he
group
did, he's
in May
innocent.
2018, and in the 5 games played after joining, Forsaken had always placed either second or first. While
Yeah,
many
you can
assume
get
that
banned for
Forsaken was
cheating.
nothing more than a very talented player, it will be after flying to a
So I'm pretty sure cheats are
$100,000
illegal.
prized professional tournament in Shanghai.
You can pre-order them. I think like you can pre-order, but I mean, I'm gonna pre-order it regardless. But I think the other ones like he actually had stock of. So I don't know when the fuck we're gonna get these chains, Gangalanche.
By China,
But I need this though, so it's whatever.
Optic Forsaken was exposed brutally. The tournament began with Forsaken taking large breaks in the warm-up rounds, as if he was trying to set something up on his computer in the background, yet it would only be after the main matches began that Forsaken's plays became incredibly suspicious. This first strange flick into the ground was followed by countless examples of him locking perfectly onto the enemy,
Yo, he think he me, chat.
And while there was a chance that some of these kills could still be made by a high-level player, it will be with one final matchup that
I gave my cat catnip and that motherfucker passed out.
Forsaken's
Yo,
aimbot
share.
became obvious. After locking onto the enemy through a wall, event organizers called a timeout, and officials made their way over to Forsaken's computer to figure out if he was cheating. At first, Forsaken refused access to his computer, however the officials
Dogs are
ignored
such
this
an
and
L.
looked anyway, during which Forsaken
It's so fire that cats have weed. For real, what do dogs have, bro? Like that ass. You give a dog like a sniff of chocolate and they literally die. Like, you feel me?
kept pushing them away from his computer.
Cats are out here doing hard drugs, bro. Can we get a WAT in the chat?
While he tried to delete the aimbot right in front of their faces. Despite having traveled all the way from India, Forsaken and the whole Optic team were instantly disqualified from the tournament, which became even worse when Forsaken issued a public statement explaining that neither his team, manager, or coach had even the faintest idea that he was hacking. The scandal eventually resulted in Optic India shutting down altogether, but Forsaken isn't the only person in this video to cheat in a professional tournament, because during a professional Fortnite tournament with a $500,000 prize, the following scenario happened to a player by the name of Marques Locuris.
Is he invulnerable?
Despite being down and finished countless times by his opponent, a glitch prevented Marques from being eliminated. Whilst being revived, Marques told his teammate to keep quiet about what had happened, which was followed by the two unfairly killing the player who had downed Marques originally.
That ain't no way.
After continuing to play normally,
Yo, Yagami, I saw your profile picture on Discord. I was like, who the fuck hit me up with the uppies? His profile picture is the guy going uppies, but this is his cat. Yo, that nigga, he got half his legs hanging off the bed. That nigga tweaking, bro. Yo, nah, bro. That's a good ass sleep. This nigga is dead. He's knocked the fuck out. That's a cute fucking cat, man. Dude, I want a cat so bad.
Marques was approached by event organizers who asked him to leave the match, yet he'd refused, stating that what had happened was a glitch and was part of the game. While he would eventually give up and leave, this prompted
putting his
discussion online
shoes
about
on?
whether Marques had cheated.
He had his
or
dogs
not.
out?
I don't think he is cheating. I think he just went with it. All these kids saying he wasn't cheating. He knew he wasn't taking damage and got revived and continued the game even though he should have died. That's considered an exploit and is cheating. Fun fact, the first clip was actually a glitch, but he decided to abuse it. There was certainly an argument for whether or not Marques' behavior constituted cheating. However, the same couldn't be said for Captain Baldy, who accidentally showed his aimbot whilst trying to prove that he wasn't cheating. Up until this point, Captain Baldy had built up a Warzone kill-death ratio of over 2, yet similar to the Apex Legends player in the beginning, Captain Baldy would be called out on Twitter after locking onto an enemy who was running behind a wall. Another clip then surfaced where Captain Baldy displayed suspiciously accurate shooting.
King Sir, please, it's Christmas. No. No.
And as a result, his chat began to fill with people calling him a cheater. Determined to prove his innocence, Captain Baldy agreed to show his task manager, yet hilariously seemed to instead tap the key which brought up his cheat menu.
Task manager? Yo, they want my task manager? Hold up. Control delete. No, control delete task manager. Put it up, throw it up. Oh my god.
The chat then mocked Captain Baldy relentlessly, which was followed by a live Warzone.
Bro, stream is about to end. I have to go pick up my brother from the airport. Like, no, okay, refund the points. The stream is about to end. Save it for next stream. I'll probably stream again tomorrow. Okay, Paper, don't make me unban him. Paper, unban Kage right now. Paper, you must do it. Damn, Intel had to do it.
In the stream.
Disconnected from COD.
No way.
Damn.
With the Captain Baldy saga ending with the deletion of his entire Twitch channel. Getting caught while checking the task manager was a trend continued by Call of Duty streamer Young, although he didn't take his expose.
Why do so many people cheat on COD? It's not like the game is hard to aim in. Like, what the fuck?
As humbly as Captain Baldy did. Young's viewers noticed that he always seemed to know where the enemy was coming from, so just like our last cheater,
here's what I think personally. I think 90% of COD YouTubers cheat. Not by like using wall hacks or anything. I think they all reverse boost. Like I be watching some of these YouTubers and like their lobbies are like way too brain dead to make sense. Like the enemies will dead ass not shoot back. Like it's not a joke. They legit won't shoot them back. Like I'm almost positive all of them just reverse boost and get like absolutely brain dead lobbies. Or they either do that or they use like a VPN to connect to like certain servers that'll have trash players. Cause like there's this one COD YouTuber, I don't want to say his name because I don't want, controversy or drama. But I'm pretty sure he has like a 10 KD in Call of Duty or something, which with skill-based matchmaking, I'm sorry, I don't care how good you are, that's just not possible. And like he uploads every day, getting double, triple, quadruple nukes, dropping 100 kills a game and all that shit. And I'm sorry, there's just no way you can do that every day unless you're manipulating the lobbies in some way. I'm sure he's a great player. Like, I think you can only do that stuff if you're already a great player. But getting those lobbies, I'm sorry, is just unrealistic.
Requested that he show his task.
And then what was interesting is that I watched one of his live streams that he did. And if you mention banning or if you mention VPNs or cheating in any way, you get instantly banned. And then also, whenever he's out of a game, he hides his lobby. So he'll have the full cam on. So that way you can't see what his matchmaking looks like or anything like that. Just thought it was very sussy baka.
Manager. Now, Young wasn't dumb enough to bring up the entire cheat menu. However, after accessing the task manager, his stream display bugged out and showed a second window where his hacks could be seen clearly. After being banned from Call of Duty, Young would take to his Twitter on which he'd make an idiotically arrogant tweet reading, "Got mad free press tonight. Over 2k views overall. Some people even posted my gameplay online. Thanks for the shoutouts, people. Really appreciate the help."
One quote, one like. Yikes. My brother went triple tinfoil. He put up Tory Lane's album numbers, bro.
Although these 2,000 views worth of free press didn't contribute to the long-term growth of his career, as Young hasn't gone live on Twitch ever since. However, Young still looks like a genius in comparison to Twisted Bear, whose Twitch description boldly claimed that he was the top Modern Warfare player.
My Lamo, thank you for the 34 months, my love. I appreciate you.
The reason for this claim would become apparent in July of 2020 when he'd go live displaying his skills, only he completely forgot that he had his wall hacks on.
So I'm confused as to how this happens. Like, you can still stream with cheats but then hide them from your stream? Like, how does that work?
Bear's career was then unbelievably quick. He was banned from Call of Duty, then Twitch, and was never heard from ever again. But this is what separates Twisted Bear from the next cheater, Mr. Golds, who made a much larger spectacle over his cheating ban. Mr. Golds was a much more significant figure in the Call of Duty community, sporting a Twitch following.
But I guess I don't know how that is possible, though. Like, because if you see it, surely they'd be able to see it, right? Like, I don't know how that's possible.
Account of over 50,000 during a
bro, this fucking I got this like little crack thingy in my monitor, man. Oh my god, it bothers the shit out of me. I have heard about that, Jay.
Live stream to an audience of approximately 1,700 people, Mr. Golds brought up his task manager before beginning to brag about how he was so good at Call of Duty that he didn't need to cheat.
Is it the first time you see someone good at the game? Have you ever seen anyone playing like
does he have his cheat engine right in the back? Yeah, he definitely does.
Mr. Golds brought up his task manager before beginning to brag about how he was so good at Call of Duty that he didn't need to cheat.
Is it the first time you see someone good at the game? Have you ever seen anyone playing like me? Like seriously?
Although he didn't seem to notice that he'd also accidentally brought up his cheat menu, on which he had aim at enemies turned on. Despite having 1,800 viewers at the time, almost nobody was talking in the chat or calling him out for it, showing that he was probably also viewbotting. However, while the chat remained pretty quiet, the incident was shared to Twitter where it received over 2,000 likes and 700 retweets. After being temporarily banned from Call of Duty and Twitch, Mr. Golds would upload an apology video in which he'd state that he didn't mean to download the cheats.
I truly am sorry about. I didn't mean to.
What does he mean, I didn't mean to? You don't download and use cheats without meaning to. I mean, come on, buddy.
Before going on to try and convince his audience that this wasn't who he was.
This is not who I am. This is really not who I am.
Despite having cheated for months.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Niggas making an apology video for cheating in a video game like they killed somebody. Who the fuck cares? Like if I got caught cheating on some shit, I'd be like, fuck. Yeah, okay, and like who cares, nigga? You're cheating in a video game, bro. The only way it's bad is if you like cheated in a competitive sense. But even then, like, okay, if you rob niggas out of tournament prize winnings or whatever, then yeah, that's bad.
Up to his expose. These days, Mr. Gold's Twitch channel is an advertisement for big cryptocurrency giveaways from Tesla, which sounds like an even bigger scam than his wall hacks. However, a more interesting question to ponder is what happens when a game developer gets caught cheating on his own game. This is what happened to Autonil, the H1Z1 technical director, who was caught using invisibility whilst live on stream.
Wait, you not see him? You can't see me? Oh my god, am I hidden? Oh my god.
Yeah, judging from his reaction, the cheat had definitely been left on accidentally.
Oh my god.
See, this is how this guy's an L. Like, I would very clearly like be able to act my way out of that and be like, wow, really? You know what I mean? Like, this guy's an idiot. I think he could have gotten away with this if he wasn't so obvious.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, guys.
Damn, I actually feel for the dev. You can tell he felt really bad. Poor guy, lol. However, there was absolutely no accidents coming from FaZe Jarvis, who was given a lifetime ban on Fortnite after cheating.
It was a dev that did that accident. Okay, yeah. Understandable.
Publicly. On the 4th of November 2019, FaZe Jarvis would upload a video titled Fortnite Gave Me Aimbot, in which it explained that he was given hacks by an unknown person in random duos.
Something
This
crazy
guy's an
actually
idiot.
happened. I got in a random duos game, and he was telling me like he can get aimbot and everything.
And that he was going to
This
test
guy's
the
a
hacks for
fucking
this
moron.
video.
This is what happens. Look. Aimbot, FOV, aimbot. I don't know what half this stuff means, but it's actually about to be lit. We're about to pop off.
Over the following 7 minutes, Jarvis lit up every single person in the lobby with his insane aimbot accuracy.
Oh my gosh, man. Oh!
I thought I was hearing something.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what?
Whilst explaining that he was using a new account and a new computer so he wouldn't get banned.
Obviously, I don't want to have aimbot on my main account. I had to go on a new PC. Like, I don't want to get my main PC banned.
Jarvis finished the video by once again reiterating that you shouldn't hack and that his dummy account was most certainly going to get banned.
Never use aimbot, okay? Never do it. You're gonna get banned. I'm 100% gonna get banned on this account.
Yet he probably didn't expect that Fortnite would watch his video and ban every single one of his accounts permanently. In the days that followed, Jarvis would upload a new video titled I've been banned from Fortnite, I'm sorry, in which it explained that he could no longer play the game.
I've actually been permanently banned on Fortnite for life. Recently, I posted some videos of me using aimbot. It didn't even cross my mind to think that I could be banned for life on Fortnite.
Before stating that he was extremely sorry for his actions.
You know, it's obvious that I made a massive mistake. And of course, I would never think about doing anything like this again.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he should be banned for that. I'm gonna be real.
I know now how big of a mistake this was, and like, it's just, there's nothing I can.
Crying over Fortnite? Well, it is his job.
The video accompanied a tweet by Jarvis reading, I'm going to take accountability for
not banned for cheating. He created a separate account, a completely different account, to like cheat on. And he did it very openly. He was like, don't do this. I just want to see what cheating is like in a game. Or whatever the fuck. I don't think he should be banned for that.
my actions, and I understand completely why this has happened. I just wish I had known how severe the consequences were at the time, and I would have never thought about doing it. I love all of you who still support me. This is not the end. And while Jarvis did seem quite apologetic for his actions, Fortnite would make an example out of Jarvis by banning any new accounts that he tried to create. The interesting thing is, Jarvis's punishment was still less severe than Super Fast Jellyfish, who might have the craziest cheating story in this whole video. Super Fast Jellyfish was a Super Mario 64 speedrunner who wanted to join the exclusive 9-person list of Super Mario players.
Oh, is this the guy that faked the blindfolded run? What a piece of shit. Oh my God. Faking a blindfolded run is one of the biggest pieces of shit things you can do, because this guy, Bubzia, works so hard on his blindfolded runs. For this fucking piece of shit to come, this pissed me off.
Players who had completed the game whilst blindfolded. In the lead up to his blindfolded attempts, Superfast Jellyfish had been playing Super Mario 64 for 3.5 years, leading him to believe that he had enough experience to beat the game without eyesight, and apparently he was correct.
3.5 years is not enough time for that.
As he'd successfully complete the blindfolded
Not
challenge
to do what he
after
did.
only 3 tries. However, his ability to complete the challenge with such ease prompted a user by the name of Charlie Brown 64 to upload a video titled Obvious Cheater Fakes Blindfolded Super Mario 64 Speedrun, in which he tears Superfast Jellyfish's run to absolute shreds.
Only a true gamer such as this man would be able to somehow sidestep this Goomba, quickly make his way up the path, and then do this long jump to the next red, all completely blindfolded and with absolutely no setup necessary. Not only does he somehow know exactly where the 1-up box is, but he also knows exactly what direction the 1-up will go in once it spawns, something completely determined by RNG. Then, after chasing it on a moving platform for a completely arbitrary amount of time, he somehow knows exactly when and where to jump to the left. Watch now as he somehow knows exactly where he is on the spinning platform and knows exactly where the first pole is. Again, anyone who was actually blindfolded here would have probably just kept holding left and run off. However, this guy is able to make a completely random amount of adjustments to make it onto the pole.
19 days after Charlie Brown would
normalize movement. Also, like, sound cues are fucking huge. Like, this is just not how blindfolded runs look at all. This guy didn't even try.
Upload his expose. Superfast Jellyfish uploaded a bizarre apology video in which he tried to claim that the run had been faked deliberately.
That speed run was purposely fake. It was purposely fake.
Yet nobody seemed to buy any of his lies, as Superfast Jellyfish's time in the spotlight ended with a dislike ratio of over 95%.
Yeah. Ooh, Joe Rogan back?
It's with a heavy heart that I bring you all some sad news about Joe Rogan. I get no pleasure in talking about this, but I think it's important to address.
Need this emote? Oh my god. I can't add that emote though. So I was about to beat off, I'm not even gonna lie. I was dead ass about to beat my shit. I'm not even gonna lie.
Joe Rogan has...
What is this emote? Alright, Moon needs to be banned. What the fuck?
Done something remarkably silly, if you can believe that. He made a bit of a boo-boo, a mistake. A very public mistake. And one that I am personally involved in. Now, I'll go ahead and be upfront and honest out the gate here, because honesty is the best policy, as my old 4th grade teacher used to say, God rest their soul. I don't really listen to Rogan much anymore. It's been quite some time.
I don't want to end stream. I'm having a good time, but I literally have to leave. Yo, Paper, man.
Since I've
Get it together.
Listen to a full Rogan episode, but I do still keep up to a certain degree.
Bro,
and recently,
Jay, have you listened to an old, an old Critical video recently? He used to sound way more monotone and bored.
A bit of a blunder on his show. Now, I'm also very familiar with the memes.
I don't know, Daniel.
About Rogan.
These things hurt my ears so bad.
Him being dead. And after this clip, I'm starting to believe in the conspiracy. Maybe Joe Rogan really did pass away a while back and he's been replaced by an AI.
This is godlike.
GPT.
How do I add this?
Because I cannot wrap my head around how
I can't
he
add
made
this.
Mistake. So what happened
Oh,
is,
I have to sign in. Hold on. I'm adding this. This is a godlike emote.
Joe Rogan was talking about a very sad video he watched of a father-son boxing match where the father beat the shit out of his son and people cheered and it made him sick. Hearing that story, of course, does tug on the heartstrings and would probably make most people a little confused and maybe even angry. But the problem is, what Joe Rogan is describing is not the reality of what he watched. What he was talking about is the Creator Clash, which was a YouTuber boxing event, and the match in particular he's referring to is Matt Watson versus Dad. Dad is the YouTuber's online handle. So Joe Rogan watched that.
There's no way.
Father-son boxing match.
No
where
way.
I'm involved is I was literally one of the commentators for this match. So you'd have to actually be watching that with the sound off and very close to passing out from overdosing on Xanax to even for 1 second believe what you were witnessing was a real father-son match.
I saw a video today of a boxing match between a father and a son. It made me so sad.
Not the sad music in the back.
Because there's this young kid. He looks like he's probably like 17 or 18, and the father's 42. And the father beats the shit out of him. I mean, like, dings him in the head and keeps punching him. I'm like, that's your son.
Yo.
That's your son.
There's no way, dude. No way.
And not a single one bothered to correct him until the very end after he'd already made a fool of
People go to this man for the news, by the way. Yeah. Didn't he literally start like the ivermectin thing or whatever the fuck?
himself. They're probably just like giggling, listening to him tell this story, just waiting for the moment to drive the knife in to let him know, like, no, you actually got that super fucked up. You got that so twisted, that's not what happened. But this isn't even a matter of Joe Rogan not doing research. This goes a step beyond this. This is a matter of Joe Rogan not even bothering to turn the sound on to the video he's talking about. Because if you unmuted it, you would hear us, the commentators, explaining like the event and the situation and what was going on. So he had to have watched
this guy's
with
insane.
the sound off in order to even come close to misunderstanding.
I'm sorry,
what
he
was
is
happening.
clinically
And
insane.
even then, that's a stretch. You'd also have to be way too high to read, because when they walk out, their subscriber numbers are posted under their name. So like all of the signs and clues are there and drilled into the spectator's head.
But how do you know he was talking about that video in particular? You know, it could have been any video.
And somehow it misses Joe entirely, which is just wild to me. And I love that he's wearing like an astronaut space suit
Any
during
kisses?
this rant that he goes on here, because it fits the mood beautifully. It's such a wonderful compliment. Now, to be fair to Joe and his defense,
This is a good one. Let him cook. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
And in that clip that he references, the original audio is gone and replaced with a guy lying about the whole situation. And I just still don't understand why Joe would just take all of that at face value without just watching the original clip without the voiceover.
Next time I start saying some crazy outlandish shit, y'all gotta do the let him cooks, bro. Y'all gotta do the let him cooks, bro.
Like he would have done both. Like after being made aware of the situation, he then would have watched the original. But then maybe I'm putting too much faith in his process. Like maybe I'm giving too much credit for his researching. Maybe he just watched this YouTuber voiceover that fed him a lot of misinformation and just instantly believed it without a second thought.
And we're watching you beat.
So have y'all noticed all the ads on Twitter recently? Damn.
Cocky with you, but and he celebrates after he knocks his son out. It made me so sad. Because first of all, I'm like, that kid has brain damage now. 100%. Maybe it's just a little. Maybe he'll be fine. Maybe he'll get over it. But maybe you fucked him up.
Bro. Dad punched him like 3 times before the ref whistled the end of the fight. Like it was like literally like an 11-minute excursion. I promise you, he's fine.
Dude, he might be depressed from now on after that. It might fuck up his pituitary gland. It happens to people. And you just did that to yourself.
These are amateur. I promise they're not hitting that hard.
Not even hurt him. Like slam him in the body a little bit. Like you think he can fight? Okay, dude. Okay, let's have a little boxing match. You don't tee off on your son's face on television. It's crazy.
That is crazy, and I really love the fantasy Joe was in for however brief a time that he had just watched a clip from a television broadcast where a father beats the fuck out of
not
his son
cooking that emote's
live
ass
in front of an audience as everyone cheers. That is
Pepe
such
Chew.
an amazing,
Why?
like visual. And Joe's like,
yeah, he's not cooking shit. You can't even read that.
Barbarians? What happened to civilization? We're watching fathers beat their son for sport. What's next? Are we going back to the Coliseum? Blood sports? Watching people die? When will the madness end? What's next?
Why did y'all let him cook? What the fuck is this?
So wild that this actually happened.
I got an emote, but you can't show it on stream? What is wrong with you?
Young. To me, he looks like, he could be 20. He could be 19. He looks young. He's real skinny. And the father's kind of jacked. Not too jacked, but, he's fit. And he could fucking punch. He knows how to box. And
Did you see the skydiving pics?
I don't know.
No, I haven't.
What the thing was, like, someone sent it to me, and they were, like, cheering that this old guy knocked his son out. I was like, you guys are crazy. That you failed. You failed as a man. Yeah, this is it.
That's not exactly what was happening.
It's not? What is it?
They're not father-son.
Oh, why does it lie? It says father knocks out son in celebrity boxing match.
Gotta get somebody to click on this.
Oh.
These were...
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You cannot be this dumb. You cannot be this dumb. This is like some big ass boomers. You know how like when you for the holidays you gotta hear like your extended family's like dumbass political opinions? It's because they see shit like this and think it's facts. Oh nah.
This was like a YouTuber thing. This guy's a YouTuber and he's a YouTuber.
I'm such a sucker.
For some reason,
that is a massive L. I'm not gonna lie. That's just hilarious.
reason this was oddly cute, where he's like, oh, why would they lie? Reminds me of that scene in Arthur about, would someone really do that? Go online and tell lies? And Joe is just like so trusting. He's like, oh, I got betrayed. The title misled me. Man, I'm such a sucker. Like, at least he owned up to it. Like, I appreciate that he didn't try and fight and get defensive about it. Now, I went to the video here.
Bro, y'all are non-stop with these emojis, gang. gang. Do we need another dancing emote? Do we need another one? Let's talk about it, chat.
It's only 30 seconds, and it's actually none of the audio from the actual.
You know what's fucked up? Like, literally, his co-host did to let him cook just to body him. Like, let's talk about it. Like, they literally let him say all that, and then at the end, we're like, yeah, that's not what happened at all, actually.
Event. It's another man who's just spreading.
We need
this
Cummies back. Cummies is still a part of the channel. It's just, you know, got a slightly different name now.
Saying this was a father-son grudge match. And I guess for some reason, Joe Rogan took all of that at face value. I just find it hard to believe that he only watched that.
The creator of I'm Not Reading All That followed me. That's fire. Dude, the long emotes are the best. Oh, Lena's on mobile? Yo, Lena's in hell right now. Yeah. How do I find that on mobile? Oh, I don't think you can. Rest in peace, bro. Yeah. You know what's crazy? Like, I'm pretty sure like 60% of my Twitch viewers are from mobile. So like 60% of y'all right now are like, Young Thug is doing what? The butt plug what?
30-second clip and just believed it. Because Joe Rogan questions fucking everything. So he's just going.
Hold on, I'm pulling up Twitch on my phone.
360p because it's been fucking ripped and re-uploaded 1,000 times, so it's in shit quality.
I'm pulling this up on my phone.
Joe Rogan just believed a completely random stranger online telling lies. I'm just still not.
Spam it.
Just received this random email.
This is what it looks like. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, bro, this shit is so fucking cursed. Look at this shit, dude. Oh my gosh. You can't even read anything. Yo, that's hilarious.
Email and just watches everything that gets sent to him. This is a 20,000.
Eggnog, I saw that.
You're telling me Joe Rogan sits there late at night and just goes through his entire email list of every single video sent to him, no matter how small, and just believing every single thing.
Mobile viewer, by the way, what the fuck is happening?
It just doesn't strike me as
what do you mean?
realistic. But then after this situation, I guess it could be. Who knows? But since we're talking about Joe Rogan, I always like to take an opportunity to bring up his incredible nipples.
Which extension I gotta get? You gotta get 7TV.
Those are absolutely legendary. So I'm going to play you a stream clip where we go deep on Joe Rogan's nipples because I think every time he's mentioned in conversation...
XDD is the best emote on 7TV.
We all know you love Joe Rogan's long nips. I don't know how many times I need to talk about how great his nipples are. He has the best nipples in the game.
Wait, is that real shit? He does?
No one has a better set of udders than Joe Rogan. And since you brought it up, now I've got to pull up the picture because I already know there's going to be people in here who haven't seen him. They're fucking incredible. They're actually fucking incredible. Oh, this is this is my tweet too. When you type in Joe Rogan nipples, it's my tweet. That's so fucking amazing. I'm glad. Just look at those. Look at those puppies.
What? Those?
Just like two.
Those are micro penises.
Tiny little fingers.
Yo.
I know, this happens every time I bring up Joe Rogan's nipples. It always blows my mind. That I haven't seen these. They're so cool. It casts its own shadow. I've talked about that before too. Joe Rogan's nipples are kind of like the thing Carl Sagan made where he could prove the world was round using like 2 pillars. He talked about that experiment where they like erected 2 pillars and judging by the shadow they were able to deduce that the world was round. You could do that same experiment on Joe Rogan's nipples. They're like little sundials. Yeah. Like I said, he's got the best pair in the game. Like not even close. I have never seen nipples that look like Joe's.
They look like door stoppers.
I didn't even think they could. They're like 2 tiny little tater tots. Well, tiny's the wrong word. They're anything but tiny. You could attach a car battery to them.
Don't you gotta dip out? Yeah, I do have to leave in like 10 minutes. Maybe I should get ready. Now, I don't want to do anything that like replaces regular words anymore. Because people be trying to just type regularly in the chat, and then half of your guys' sentences just get turned into emotes. Okay, chat, I should probably go. Sag. I should probably go. I did add gang in this bitch. So now we have that. Shit. All right, man. Yeah, have a good holiday. I'll probably do a little bit of a Christmas stream tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So we can just chill out. You know what I mean? So be on the lookout for that, my boys. Yeah. Wait, somebody said to Ray J, but I don't see him live. Before you leave? What is this? Oh, it just opened up this? You actually went skydiving, bro? There's just no way. Gangalanche. Couldn't be me. He is live. How come I don't see him live on my thing? Oh, now he's showing up. That's okay. That's weird. Okay, chat. It's over. Wallahi, I'm finished. Bong. Invalid username. Bro, what? I got to do it for my Twitch dashboard. All right, y'all. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good rest of your night. You feel what I'm saying, baby girl? Baby girl, you stay on my mind. Baby girl, you are so damn fine. All right, boys. I think I'm going to whip out my Travis Scott One Lows to go pick up my brother from the airport W's. I might not even step outside. I'm still going to fucking have him on. Fuck it, dude. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Have a good night, everybody. Peace out. Enjoy Jay's stream. And I'll catch you all probably tomorrow. Okay? Fire, peggers, poggers. Okay. Bye.